Hey everybody, how's it going? Hi Stevie. Mow 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 mow. Good to have you in here, Bell, as always. I sent the link for you. Oh, there he is. There's my other half, my better half, KY. Well, you saying no name, no name. Thank you for coming in. You're finding clothes. That's always good. Walking around naked isn't always advisable. Hi Graham, nice to have you, brother. Hope you're feeling better. Yep. So we are in a. Oh, look at that. 6 thumbs up, right? You guys are always awesome. We are working on our watch hours and stuff, but we are trying to get Prism hookup. So if anyone out there knows how to hook up Prism, I seem to have electrical issues with, like today I went to place an order, which here's Clay White.
Oh, you almost broke my eardrums. My mic was at 65.
Deal. Why you got up so high?
Well, I plugged it in. That's where it was for the game I was playing.
Oh. Ido Lone, welcome in. We are going to lose a.
I don't understand why I don't have my regular avatar here.
We'll set it up. But I don't have any of mine either. That's why I had to make new ones.
I have to copy them and bring them over here. I don't
Right.
know how you put them in.
You make a folder on your desktop called which I did, just call avatar, and then go copy it and drop it into that folder, and then come back in here, click your thing, go onto your desktop, get the folder, and open it up, and there you go.
I don't know what you click to bring it. Anyhow, we'll go over that later.
Yeah, we can do that backstage.
It's time.
Yep. So.
Oh, you're already live.
Yes, we
didn't say a word. Not a word about ready to go live.
Well, I said here's KY.
But that got nothing to do with we're live.
True. I'm sorry.
I was busy playing with my avatar. I suppose he gets to throw me under the bus every now and then.
Yes.
Just to keep me in my place.
You're right, because you park the bus, you got to go inside. I jump in.
I was checking the brakes, and you didn't have to start the motor and put it in
reverse. Yeah, I went looking for Graham, but he was hiding, so I had to find you.
Oh, okay. I was using to hold the back wheel so it didn't roll forward.
Man, dude, I swear to God, I spent 3 hours trying to put a simple food order.
$2 order in.
Yeah, that's it. 3 hours.
Did you finally get the order in?
No, I did not. Then I went to shut up. Then I went to Walmart. Then I went directly to Walmart and put the order in, and it was too late. Deliveries for today were over. I'm like, okay, that's it. 3 hours, and I didn't get anything trying to put in a food order. What the heck? What? Blocked the Carolining killed a kid? I don't even know who blocked that is. You notice the avatar which they put on this one?
Brock the Caroling killed the kid. That doesn't make any sense.
I know. I no idea who that is. Damn, I knew it. I knew they didn't.
Brock the Caroling killed. Who is it? Brock the Caroling, or is it Brock the Caroling killed the kid?
I have no idea. Yay. That is that bro.
And the worst part is the question mark at the end. Like, I'm stating a question.
Exactly.
Brock the Caroling killed the kid. Question mark.
He's out there.
Now they start with, did Brock kill the kid? That might. Too many parts of that sentence are missing to make any sense.
Hey,
Miss the space. The outer space, the space between the ears. What space? Miss the space.
what
Again,
space?
again, half a sentence. Try writing complete sentences, please,
Hey,
so we can
Michelle is
understand the references.
Michelle has entered the building.
Ah, there goes the
There
neighborhood.
goes the whole entire neighborhood. That's your. I love the fact that that's now your ringtone. Course, did you believe she actually wanted me to do the the Canada thing?
Yeah.
I almost fell off my chair. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not funny anymore. If you want me to do it, what the? It's kind of like
Hey, no
ruin.
name.
Hello, no name, no name, no
We, we,
name, no
we don't
name, no
understand
name.
what you're trying to say.
Not a clue.
Brock the caroling killed the kid. What is that referring to?
Oh, wait, no.
Who is Brock? What kid almost killed or who killed what?
I missed a space. He jumped out and tried to put the oil can behind the car to stop the car from rolling.
Oh,
Rolling.
well, you said caroling. You said caroling, not rolling.
Caroling doesn't have that many things in it.
If you've got Brock the caroling, you have Brock.
Spaces matter. Spaces matter.
Yes, Brock the caroling killed the kid.
That's so fucking good.
Block the car rolling. Block the car rolling.
The 17-year-old kid got out of his car. The cop stopped him. It was rolling backwards. He tried to put the oil can under the back of the car so it wouldn't hit the cop car and got shot.
Shot?
Dead.
Wow. And so, yeah.
Where was this at?
I don't know about the details, but oh my God. But I mean, he got out of the car. He's doing what he's used to, where you put the oil can behind the car so it doesn't roll back into the cop car. And the cop shot him for an oil can in his head.
That's great.
Yeah, see, what's normal to some people may not be normal to others. To this kid, it was normal that when you stop the car, you put the oil can behind the tire.
Thank you.
Because he had no park? It was a stick?
Jesus Christ.
I think it was a stick? Or an automatic with the busted transmission? I don't know.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but something's wrong with it if you need an oil can to stop.
Yeah, I wouldn't use an oil can to brace the car. Anyway, I'm just saying that in itself was a little bit like, what?
That's a little sketchy right there, using oil can to
Here, wedge this grenade under the tire.
No, grenade. That's over the top, but still.
Well, I'm assuming it was empty.
Well, the oils haven't come in the can for a long, long time.
I was going to say, and a plastic one wouldn't stop the car. A hand grenade would.
Come to think of it, you're right there. What the hell was this news story I read? And that's just it.
Was it been 40 years? 40 years since oil came in the can? Or something like that. 35 or 40 years since oil came in the can.
Do I get to flash back on that movie, The Jerk? Ooh, these oil cans are exploding. I need to get away from them. The Jerk, the Steve Martin movie, they were getting shot. Yes, you should get away from the oil cans, but not because they're spontaneously exploding.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a stick transmission. Maybe he didn't know he's supposed to put it in first gear and set the parking brake, you know. Maybe the parking brake doesn't work.
Oh, fuck. I had a stick shift. My ignition didn't work. Wait, no, my idle circuit didn't work. So if I had to stop at a light, I'd try to keep it rolling, or I had to start it again.
All right, well,
I just kept it rolling and bump started it.
The guy's name is Hunter Brittain, Brittain. He was 17 years old. He was shot by the Lonoke County Sheriff's Department. He was working on the car all night because there was transmission problems with it. He said that he had to get at work at 6, so he tried to get in his car, but the transmission wasn't fixed. His car was rolling backwards, and Hunter pulled out an oil jug to stop the vehicle from running into the cop car. When they pulled out the gun and unloaded the gun on him, and his friend, 15-year-old, was in the passenger seat when they unloaded.
Well, you found it. You actually found the story. Those were the cities
Yeah.
and things I remember hearing.
Yeah, it's this happened in because right now the family wants justice for the teen who was fatally shot by the Lacona County Sheriff's Department.
Well, yeah.
I
I
can-
again, Lacona.
You know what? I can put this. What do you think we should try to do? Should we try to show some of this?
No.
Doesn't really matter. Isn't it just another thing?
What? Another thing? What? No, I'm just saying it's another tragedy that happened to a kid. Guess we can show it backstage later.
Yeah, and I have a 17-year-old son that goes out on his bike or his skateboard, and how do I know they're not going to think he's a threat?
Apparently, it's okay to shoot a 17-year-old for holding an oil
If-
can.
Well, are they going to?
What did they think? He was trying to run him down?
No, not even that. He was out of the car. He got out of
Exactly.
right. So it's not like they had the threat of being run over. I mean, I don't quite know what the fuck the cop shot him for. Armed with a deadly oil can.
It was fully loaded.
It was fully loaded. He was.
It was a full quart. It was a full quart. It was fully loaded.
It was
Yeah,
fully
it wasn't
loaded.
done, obviously.
Man,
You know,
that's so
we
fucked
can't
up.
tell the difference. Is this a gun? I think this might be a gun.
Watch
I
out. That
Watch
clip's
out.
almost empty.
Yeah, you just,
You only got a few more rounds in it. That might be the last round. Huh? There's one more round. See?
After this one.
God damn, we used to be able to laugh at stupid shit like that because it would never happen. And
Right.
here, it's not funny anymore, is it? I mean, how can this? Anyway, I was gonna say I need to read up on the article and stuff and find out what the video. I didn't watch it. I just found it. Find out some of the other things that are going on and who the guy that shot him was. Because does he have repeat incidents like that? Usually they do. Because honestly, guys, I don't believe all cops out there are trigger finger. They're just
No.
going to shoot.
No.
So you're looking at the tyrant asshole who probably has a record of being a tyrant asshole. That's why we want the law changed that allows you to see every cop's record.
Body camera. Give it all to us right away. Not just the ones you like.
Oh, I know. That's ridiculous, isn't it? They get to pick and choose what we see when we see it. Yeah, okay.
And redact it and edit it.
You know, I'm all for, honestly, that's for the safety of the police. Well, here's an idea. Get rid of that safety so that they are terrified. That way, when they pull their gun out and pointed at a 15-year-old with an oil can, they may go, well, fuck me. If I shoot him, it's going to get bad for me. I'm all for that. Wild West days. Let's go back to the West. You commit a crime, it doesn't matter who you are, drag you out and shoot you. Cop, politician, everyone.
Hey, so what do you think? Where do I start? I want to run for some sort of office, I guess, because I got nothing better to do.
Engineering, run for the head of the sanitation department of LA.
Oh my God.
The
like
money,
Leo
the money.
Smith, he got so rich from
Yeah, he
that.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
all
That
the
people,
graft and corruption.
well, of course, you got to
That's the
pay it.
thing I want, so I won't do it.
No, but see, people laugh at that. But if you, like, for example, I bet you could do it, KY. Seriously. all you would be is the head of the sanitation department for the city. Anyway, and it's like you're Jesus Christ for some reason.
Well, the only thing is, because I don't want no money from them or no graft or nothing.
Oh, I
I
do.
would be a good politician because I don't want none of that.
No, but here's a more fair way of looking at it. I never had a problem with presidents that went in and got things for themselves as long as they turned around and gave back to the people. So if you gave 70% to the people, go ahead. You won the lottery. You're the president. Get some money out of it, brother. Everyone's going to do it. We all know you're going to do it. We do it. So why try to pretend it's not happening? Bring it out to the light. Make it transparent. Get rid of all these lobbyists. Go fuck themselves. You want something? I want to see what you're asking and what you're saying. So let's see how well behaved you are then.
Well, I got my notepad and my markers. I'm going to be keeping notes on you.
On me specifically?
No, on anybody that's doing the corruption.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep it on me, which would have got boring. Oh.
Hey, and fellows, have I dumped on you yet about my daddy?
Yes, several times.
Okay. I am still trying to figure out how this shit happened. And I've been a week home and I'm still broken and guilty. And if he's not going to listen to me, there's nothing I can do.
Nope, you're right. If your brother nor your father will listen, you're just an outsider looking in.
Yep.
Oh, that's what's different today. I actually broke down and called my brother and said, have you talked to Dad? Is he still in the house? I feel so sorry that he actually felt unable to go home because he thought I was going to be there.
Yep.
And my brother agreed that no, I should not be lifting a 400-pound man if I'm uninsured. Or anyways, because I have
I was going to say.
I have no training for that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to be lifting 400 pounds, dude. So I got to tell people, don't feel guilty. Let me explain something to you. You're going to feel guilty, but here's the deal. I took care of my mother. When I took care of my mother, I thought that was the only way to do it. Anybody that would put their parent in a home was just wrong. Until I realized what you had to do to take care of this person and what that person has become and what happens to you as a result of it. If you can't take care of your parent or someone like that, there is no guilt involved. Because if you take on the responsibility of taking care of that human, you've lost your life. It's like a prison sentence. There is no way around it. And I'm not going to be sugarcoated. Anyone whose parents have Alzheimer's will be devastated if you stay with them. But I did.
That's just it. He's all there mentally, but we have no narcissism going on. My hubby sits there in my rocking chair telling me all about narcissism and what I need to think about there. And he tells me I am one, maybe, but nowhere near that level.
Bottom line is you don't need to feel guilty. You do what you can.
I did.
And there you go.
This is what I ended up with for it.
Right.
This was supposed to be a tea cozy, and I sat by his bedside crocheting.
You know, you could mail it to me, and I could take a look at it. And I got some from my mom still. They used to always make those. Her mother.
Right for Vets would really appreciate that, and he's close to you.
This was
there you go.
A test patch for her. But I've been using it for my tea cozy for years.
Hey, No Name, let me impose on you. Make one for Rights for Vet. He could really use one of those.
What do you mean?
Rights for Vets could use one of those crocheted blankets you got there.
That blanket, he would love that. That's all.
Yeah.
And he probably lives about 30 minutes from you.
Yeah.
Or less.
This one's not done, but I got others.
Well, any of them he would probably really appreciate, especially if it's homemade, like I was just going on about.
And the red, white, and blue. That
exactly. You should make him a flag.
No, I will not crochet a flag. That is not good.
No,
I will
no.
do stars and stripes, but not a flag. Those are different, right?
Yes, yes.
Because I don't have to worry about treating stars and stripes properly. But if it's an actual flag, there's certain care you need to take. I can't just throw it in the washer.
Yes, you can.
And I
Uh-oh.
get
If it's
I
if
get
it's a if it's
so
a
mad
if
at
it's a blanket that looks like a flag, you
administration. They keep mailing me flags in the mail. And do you know what I do? Still in their plastic packaging, they mail me that flag in. I drive by the Veterans Administration. Less than a mile from my home, they have a mailbox with a slot. I can just throw all those flags in for them to deal with.
yep, there you go.
And we cannot outlaw burning flags because that is the only proper way to dispose of them.
Correct.
You're supposed to do it properly.
Correct.
Yep, supposed to. Like I said though, I had a blanket like that that my grandmother made that was a flag with an eagle on it. Well, not a whole eagle, but the head and parts of the wings sticking out.
Do I grab this one? It's fucking huge. It's all doubled over and everything. This thing is fucking huge. I mean, I can cover the entire California King bed with this.
There you go. Keep it like
And
that.
I made this. I made this. It took a few years. But that's the thing. I mean, the slower you crochet, the less you pay on yarn. Some of those
Oh, how
yarns
funny!
pay
How
a
fun!
whole lot for yarn. Me, I'm living on my
So
own yarn.
that. So what are you saying? If you crochet fast, you use more more yarn. I would have never guessed.
Well, and see now, I think you guys know about bug out things. I have my hubby on board that if we're bugging out, we're taking all of my yarn, the uncrocheted stuff, the crocheted stuff, all of the yarn goes because that will be super handy.
Depends on why you're bugging out and where you're bugging out to.
Doesn't matter.
It does
You're
matter.
gonna need to tie things. You're gonna need to string things up.
Like I said, it all depends.
Well, I live in Michigan, so yeah.
It depends on how you're bugging out. If you're taking your own vehicle or you're getting a ride on a bus, sometimes you can't take anything.
Oh, I didn't really like the racks that came on top of my car. A truck. It came with it because I picked the thing that was on the lot, so I got the things. But if I got a bug out, I could put a whole lot of stuff on top of my truck. And it's a flex, so I know how to flip and fold the seats. Apparently, it will fit a 10-foot kayak. I can't imagine putting a 10-foot kayak inside the vehicle, but apparently it can.
Jesus, the entire kayak. So I
Oh,
guess
Stevie Mao, I live in the flight path for Metro Detroit. Regularly, my hubby's sitting right there in my rocking chair and going, pull up, because we hear them and it sounds like they're going to hit our house.
So you got a good deal on the house then, right?
I wouldn't say that.
You know,
Although it was like before the housing bubble, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I don't think I got a good deal on the house looking backwards at how much it's worth compared to how much I paid for it because, the housing bubble.
well, that and the fact that you're in the path of an airline. I mean,
Well, that's always been there, and I
well,
grew
I
up.
know, but I'm just saying it. People don't tend to want to buy houses under the path of a plane or a train. I'm just saying, like in New York, you don't normally the apartments that are right there on the underbrush, like in that movie that we're making fun of. The entire apartment shake. I
Oh,
wouldn't.
wait, no, the actual airport is more than 10 miles away.
Oh, so they're not like dropping right over your house onto a runway.
No,
Right.
they're
Jesus, I was
turning.
gonna,
We see them turn, and it looks like
Ah.
they're looking in my window, and they turn, and I wonder if people on the airplane are looking in my bedroom window, and fuck them if they are.
exactly. Desert Goat, welcome in.
Dritz. Oh, wait, no, Desert. I always thought he was Dritz, like that D&D character.
Just sounds right. Desert Goat. No, it's Desert Goat.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Dritz.
Dritz, okay.
It's a
Dr-
D&D thing. I'm sorry, and that's kind of like after my D&D time.
Same here.
I was a dungeon master at 16 years old.
So, what, 16?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so was I. Because that was when we were in high school.
He just took all the balls out. No name, that's all. It's desert, but he just took all the balls out.
I love D&D. I even had the boards, the figures, everything, the books, the
I still have my red box.
no shit. All that stuff was lost in mine. I don't have any of my old stuff. But you can play it now. There's an actual D&D game. That
My mom brought some of that stuff home from Goodwill. I threw it in the trash.
Wait a minute. Isn't it called Roll20? You can play any edition you want. Oh, thank you, honey.
Oh no, the
He
one I
threw
was
me a cigarette because he understands the camera's on.
the
No great big swinging dick for you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I'm speechless.
We are respectful. He stood outside my door and threw it at me from here because he's a good shot. And he also knows I'm not even going to try to catch it because I'm a lousy catch.
There you go. Oh, look.
There really goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, seriously, it's 1 degree down. Of course, she can't get up here until she hooks up.
Turn your camera on, Ginger.
There it is.
There goes the neighborhood.
Banana.
Hi, no name. Hi, no name.
Hi, Banana. Welcome in. Love your
How are
show the other
you?
day.
Hello, Ginger.
Hi, KY. I tried calling you at 7.
I know, and I just let the phone ring and ring and ring.
Are you mad at me?
That's what the ringtone said. Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?
All right,
Are you mad at me?
Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. All right, Desert, you're good. You can turn it off.
Hi,
Come
Desert.
on up.
Hello,
Upstate.
hello.
I
Hello,
love you.
update.
What? You changed your name? It's now Upstate Audit USA?
All right.
No, the
You
USA is
guys-
the abbreviation for Upstate Audits. Get it?
Desert
Yes.
Goat's a good friend of mine. I love
All
him.
right.
He's such a good guy. Hi, Stevie.
I was sitting
We
there.
all love
and all-
Ginger.
my phone started saying, "Are you mad at me? Are 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 you mad at me?"
Yeah, I really needed to talk to you, and I couldn't reach you.
I was busy,
Okay.
and then after I flushed, I forgot.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I wasn't
again?
supposed to answer. wasn't about to answer the phone when I was in the bathroom. I'm sorry.
I always call him when he's on the shitter.
No, sometimes I'm on the phone with Bud.
Not the last couple times.
Yeah, we were talking and the phone started ringing. But who's that? It says Ginger. Who else?
Yeah.
Hi,
buddy,
what
buddy,
is
bud,
this?
bud,
What
bud.
is this phone you talk of? That's the thing where I pick it up and leave it off the hook and I get
Yeah, that's the one. That's it.
Banana. Hey, no name. I'm so happy to see you. I love seeing you.
Okay.
How many
I'm
kids
sorry,
nowadays?
I've been broken.
You're drinking tonight.
How
No
many
shit.
Kids, how many kids
Wait,
nowadays
am I
know
no
what a
name? Yes, I'm no name. I'm drinking.
Damn, a
Okay,
friend of mine was drinking
hang on, just a second. Let Desert go get a word in edgewise.
Sorry, Desert.
Really.
Go ahead, Desert.
How many kids nowadays know what a rotary phone is?
Nobody.
They saw one in the museum from the way back when, old days. You know,
I had
And
3 of them I threw out when I moved here.
my grandma still had the kind where you pick the little earpiece off the hook on the side of the phone. You cranked it 6
Oh
times.
my God.
Mabel, give me number 541.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
and she'd stick the plug in there, and she'd twirl the thing on the switchboard, and then 541 would ring up. And then my
I
grandma would say, my grandma would tell her neighbor, get off the line, Jesse. I can hear you breathing in the phone. Get off my party line.
Get off my.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes, welcome, Stevie Mao.
Meow, 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 meow.
Here's Mao on the panel.
The bird is the bird.
And speaking of drinking, I got a 151 proof rum that I'm drinking.
You're supposed to send that to me, Desert Goat, so I could make
Bacardi
some
Gold?
myself.
That sends me straight to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go.
Well, Ginger, if I
I can
had
do
your
beer.
address, I would send you a bottle.
Get out.
I've got it.
Now, that's what you're talking about is like clear grain alcohol, right?
Special AMS.
Almost.
No, 151
It can't be
rum
flavored.
is the thing that crackheads and freebasers use to light it up because you can burn it on a piece of cotton.
What'd she say? What's burning?
151 rum. You
Yep.
Yeah,
can light it on a piece of cotton and spark up your
Yes,
freebase
that's
or
supposed to be
your
good too.
crack with it.
Drinkers.
It's not for
Or-
drinking. You're thinking Everclear. Everclear is
Everclear is the best.
Everclear. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the best.
151 is for drinking. I don't know what you're talking about.
And speaking of old things,
Yeah.
no, since you were talking about the old phones,
Okay.
are you familiar with the term gut rot when it comes to alcohol?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the old bathtub rum and gin.
Oh.
Okay, now who
Wait,
can
isn't
explain?
that my life?
Who can explain the difference between the good and the bad alcohol on gut rot?
I don't know.
Oh, bad alcohol has methanol in it because it was not made.
No, not only that, it could have lead in it if it was distilled in a radiator.
Oh God, that's right.
They would used to use the radiators out of the cars, and it would have lead and tin and other bad elements, and it could kill you.
Yeah, because they use lead solder on radiators.
Get up.
And this is why prohibition was bad because alcohol went unregulated and underground and had no controls anymore.
Oh, that's good upstate. I'm glad your migraine's gone.
Yeah.
I don't get headaches. I had such a headache the other day. I had such a bad trip because I ordered indica and I got sativa, and I should have
Right.
known better because the color was different. Had a bad trip. Took 2 days for me to feel better.
But you have to realize, people, is proof is not alcohol percentage. a matter of
Kind of
doubling.
is.
It is.
Okay.
For instance, 200 proof is pure alcohol. 100 proof is 50% alcohol.
Yeah.
The number is generally double the percentage of alcohol in the bottle.
Yeah, it's always
So
good.
if it's 50 proof, it's 25% alcohol.
Well,
Is there
well,
any
for your
such thing as
migraines,
90
I would
proof?
recommend either getting the RSO or growing your own fever
Yeah,
few
for RSO.
and eating it like lettuce. Fever few for migraines. You eat it every day
need
like
90.
lettuce. And
That's
it
what I
won't
wanna
hurt you.
make.
It's just food. Might as well try.
Yeah, they only sell Everclear in another part of Canada, not here. I'm not driving or nowhere.
Yeah, I can go to Canada and buy it.
All right.
I'm not Canada. I can go to Nevada and buy it. I don't know why I say Canada. I can go to Nevada and buy it.
They sell it in Texas. We bought plenty when I was in Texas.
I'm allowed to cross the border, buy 2 bottles, and bring them back.
RSO is easy. What I'm recommending is you grow your own feverfew when you eat it like lettuce. I live in Michigan. I can grow feverfew. You just put it in your sandwich like lettuce, and it
Yeah.
fixes your migraines.
All right.
Beaver puke? How do you get beaver
Yes.
puke?
And
Beaver puke?
it's very good for you in other ways too, and it's not going to hurt you.
How do you spell that?
Beaver puke.
Feverfew. 2 words,
Puke.
but stick them together.
No, I'll grow my cannabis and make RSO.
And
I don't know.
it's big and ugly, and your neighbors aren't gonna like it, but there's plenty of leaves to eat.
All right. Levy.
How do you fit the little puke bags on the beavers?
The beavers.
Oh, you're gonna make me feel sick, Stevie. Please.
I'm sorry. No more graphics. No more graphics.
Yeah,
more.
I'm really graphic in my mind. I'm gonna spank you.
Okay.
Where's
Okay,
my?
more.
I got a brain
I was just making fun.
toothbrush.
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
be
do that.
graphic. Here's a brain sucker, and it dies.
Hey, Ashamed. Welcome in the chat. Thank you
Here
for
you go,
coming.
Stevie. We're gonna get you good. Get
Oh,
you
cool.
good.
What's that?
You're good.
Oh,
Oh,
slap me. Slap me. I'll be good. I'll be
you
good
go.
next
Oh,
time.
Ginger.
Bend over. Bend over. Get it.
I didn't know she was the S&M.
You
Girl.
deserve that. All those times you made me argue.
I'm sorry.
I love
So
you.
how you been, Ashamed?
Sometimes I
Oh,
poke
shit.
people the wrong way.
Yeah, I haven't
Nice.
seen him in a while in here anyway. I saw him on another panel the other day.
You remember the night that Upstate did that bunch of RSO?
No,
yeah,
we don't want to
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
that.
yeah, but we can't talk about that. Yeah, it's the wrong
We shouldn't be
channel.
talking about any of this. I should have
Well,
stopped
no,
it earlier.
RSO doesn't really
You're
even
lucky
do
you weren't
anything
sick as
for
a
me
dog.
except put me to sleep. It mellows me out. It puts me
All
to
right,
sleep.
all
It
right.
doesn't get me
But we need to
higher.
get off the
Yeah,
the
we need to
topic.
get off the topics anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about
Back
my
to Beaver
bowling
puke.
How about my bowling
Yeah.
I have cats.
Well,
and
we
they
could always talk about
my yard.
BOL and BOV and all that other good stuff.
What stuff, Desert?
CBB.
Well, they were
Well,
earlier in the
updates.
conversation. They were talking about bugging out, and in the Doomsday Prepper thing, they got these things called a BOL and a BOV.
You own the BOP.
No, which is BOV is a bug out vehicle, and a BOL is a bug out location.
Never heard of it.
Well,
Where,
yeah.
where you're gonna go and how you're gonna get there.
KY.
I want a
smart.
BOC. What about a BOC, a bug out chick? That's what I
I
need.
knows everything.
No, Bug Out Kit would be
That would
okay.
me, the one that can
Bug out
gut
chick.
and cook anything.
I'm not gonna bug
chick.
out alone.
Well,
Do
That's
you
no
say
fun.
chick?
Yeah,
the cutest,
Chick. Bug
the
Out
cutest
Chick.
chick.
Okay, there you go.
yeah,
The
BOC,
cutest
bug out
chick.
chick.
Bug out chick. I like
That
that.
would
That's
be
someone
me.
to carry
That
your
would be
BOK,
me.
your Bug Out Kit. Here, grab that, girl.
No, chick.
Chick.
Bug out
The
chick.
cutest chick to bug out with is Ginger
I
Snap.
know how to make fire.
I'm not gonna bug out alone. What am I gonna do?
I got a fire out in my car, and I know what things to grab to get out of here. And oh my goodness, the things in my pantry downstairs will fit in my truck so that we can leave. I mean, 5-pound cans of beans and stuff.
How long? How long would it
Whoa.
take? How long would it take to grab all that and
5
exit?
pounds.
Less
Yeah.
How
than
long
an
you
hour.
have to bug out? That's the whole
That's an
point.
hour.
Less than an hour.
Hi, prepping.
Sometimes you don't have an hour. Sometimes you got 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
you
okay.
betcha.
I can be out in
am
2
Michigan,
or less.
right near
That's what I'm saying.
Detroit,
She's
when
talking
the
about
apocalypse
loading your car for an
happens.
hour. Sometimes you don't have an hour. Sometimes you got 5 or 10 minutes at
You'd
most.
have to drag me out.
Yeah. That's when you grab your passport and your wallet and get the fuck out. And your phone.
Exactly. Staying around to get some 5-pound thing of beans. What the?
Yeah, I'd be
Dude,
grabbing
while
my
she's getting her
beans and
5-pound things of beans, I'm gonna run her ass
medicine.
over as I'm going for the door.
shit.
Well, I have
What
I have
I'm
a
getting is,
EDC and
no,
a
these
Bob.
are 5-pound cans of cooked beans. All you need is a can opener, and you can feed the whole family for a day.
Fine, just
well,
don't get.
I got a P38 and a P51 that can do that.
Semi-truckload.
Yeah, I want some
Come
weapons.
on, man. I'm gonna get depressed. I don't want to think
A
about
P38 is a can opener, military style. It folds.
Can opener.
Yeah, you know, I tried to order those and it didn't happen. And that
38
was like
opener.
years and years ago. I tried to get a
And I believe the P51 is the big one. Am I right?
No name. If you want a P38 and a P51, give me your address and I'll ship some to you.
what the hell is that?
They're can openers.
Get out. Are they old-fashioned?
Was the key point I heard there. No fucking way.
No, they're not old fashioned.
Ginger Snap, they are military can openers.
What?
Yeah, they're
I know
military
what
can
they
openers. Ginger, they are almost paper thin, but very durable. I have I got about 30 of each.
Really?
Wow.
Why in the
That's
hell?
awesome.
Now somebody
why-
stole my P51, but I have my
Send me
P38.
an email on it.
And to answer the question on why I have so many is because I meet a lot of the old vets, military vets, and I give them out to them.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
Hey, hang on a sec.
I
Dragon
put-
that. Hang on a sec. Hang on
I-
a sec. Hang on a second. Hang on.
Nothing.
I got an idea.
Stop.
Yeah,
Thank
stop
you.
is right. Now, thank you, Dragonet. Welcome into the chat. Go ahead, KY.
Welcome.
All right, here. Now watch. Here's a P38 right there. This was it folds down flat.
And how do you use it?
What do you
You
mean?
tip it out, you put it on the edge of the can, and you just work it. The blade
What do you mean?
cuts the can. You just work it around the can.
You know what? I'll cut myself with that thing. Forget it.
Okay,
That
look,
looks
watch.
dangerous.
I'll show you.
I can lift it up more. It's dangerous.
Go like this.
though.
This edge fits in there.
Okay. Lift it up more. Okay. Yeah.
And you just tip it and you cut the can.
Yeah. Or you
It
can look up
works.
online on how to open a can with nothing. Because the lids, if you take them and put on a rock and you just scrape
No.
them out,
This
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one
yeah,
is
yeah.
vintage 1975.
that's
You
good.
can see
But
how-
That's dangerous.
You
You
don't
can
have-
see the patina on it. Yeah, it's 1975.
yeah, if you don't
That
have
was-
one of those, you don't need those. You can use like I said, you can use a rock. It's real
No, you
Yes,
can't.
yes, you can. Yes, you can.
If you
Well-
got nothing, use
Yes,
it.
yes, you
You're
can. That-
upside
you know,
down on
that-
the curb of the
All you have to
sidewalk.
look up is the Russian survivalist, and it'll show you how to do it. I did it. It's real simple.
As
Can't
as
the
a
way-
carpenter, we always have a razor knife. Everyone's got a razor knife. I could open a
That
can with a
looks
razor knife.
scary. That
You
little
have
Bad.
thing.
everyone has a razor knife.
Every
No,
carpenter, every
Ginger, it's not
everyone on a
scary.
job site has a razor
I
knife.
tell
Every plumber, every electrician, every
I would
carpenter.
cut myself with
Wait,
that.
when you say
Yeah.
razor
I got a
knife,
razor knife in my
Ginger,
pocket
no,
right now.
Ginger, you will not cut yourself.
You don't know
It's
me.
almost impossible for you to
Oh
cut
my
yourself with that.
God.
Would
With the-
Renee be
yeah.
able to do it?
Yes.
Any 6-year-old can use that without cutting themselves.
Oh, you know what me and Renee are like.
Oh, she's putting Renee under the bus.
No, me and
who's
Renee
Renee?
have so much in common. You would not believe it.
No,
Renee used the P38 every time we went camping and never cut herself.
I was gonna
Okay,
say.
then I'll try it then.
Well,
If
you
she
don't
can
even
do it,
have
I
to
can
use
do it.
that one. You can just use what he told you. There's one
No,
out
there's
there.
like real can openers out there.
There
There
won't
is.
hurt
Like-
you.
Serious?
There. That's a P51, right?
Does that work the same way?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're on mute.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Just
They come in two sizes. There's a small one and a bigger one.
keep your fingers behind the blade.
That looks scary.
No, your fingers don't go anywhere near the blade. It goes. You hold the flat part with your fingers, and the blade goes on the inside of the rim of the can to do the cutting.
Right. It just
There's,
takes forever.
your fingers are never near the blade.
Yeah, but don't you have to push down to puncture it or something?
No, you got to pull up.
No, you
No, you rock.
that's it. No name got it. That's all you do. Just go like that and go
Right.
on the can. There you go.
Oh,
You do
Check
the no
it,
name
baby,
dance
check
right there. And you got your fingers.
there you go. Woo, you go, girl.
That's all there is to it. You
Shake
tip
what
the
your
back of
mommy
the
gave ya.
you tip the back of it up, and the front goes down and cuts the can. You move it a quarter inch. Do it again. Do it again. Keep doing it until you get the can open as far as you want it.
I got a really cool can opener that it like takes the lid off, but it doesn't cut it, and the lid pops off, and you can put the lid back on. You can just like
How
back
Yeah.
on.
Well, that's what the Russian guy was trying to explain. The lids are put on after the can's made. So basically, what they're doing is they're
No,
going
it
around.
unrolls.
Right.
It
Right.
unrolls the edge. It unrolls
Right.
the edge, and then you pull it off,
And
and then it kind of
Well,
snaps back on, but you can pull it off again. But
The one I have, when you do it on
that's
the
my
side.
favorite one.
Well,
But
yeah,
it doesn't work on all cans, but it works on most cans.
yeah. There's just no reason to reseal a can.
Well, if you're only gonna eat half of it, and then you want to cover it,
Then
No,
it's
keep
you
the
not-
can't
flies
keep
out.
it in the
No,
can.
You're,
Yeah,
you're not
put it in.
supposed to keep it in a can, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the cans are lined inside, and
So
once you
what?
cut it, then the metal's exposed, and then it's bad.
So
But if you
good.
just unroll it, then it still has all that coating.
And I just
And
put
you
it
don't
in
want
the
to leave it in
container.
there for a week or anything, but
You don't
No,
want to
we're
leave it in the.
Overnight's okay.
I wanna
yeah.
comment at
And
the
whatever's in
comments.
the can, you ate half of it, so it's down low. It's not near the top.
I don't know. I would.
I want to comment at the
Yeah, it's near the.
No
It's not
name's
near
trying
the.
to say something. Hold on. No name's trying to say something. What no name?
Okay, no name. Go ahead.
I want to comment at the comments. Dragonette Transparency said he might tie a can opener to the thing with the cans in it so that people can open them.
What?
Good idea, Dragonette.
Yeah, and you know what they came up with in the industry is the little pull tab top can pull off things, Half the stuff I
was
buy has
already
that.
thinking about spam when you go
If you
around
buy
the
chili-
outside and you twist the key, and then you have the sharpest thing known to man around your meat.
Yeah, you can slice your meat with that.
Nice. I know.
Yeah, razor sharp thing.
Oh,
Razors are the sharpest.
oh man, don't talk about that.
Spam in my life.
Oh, I cut myself.
Spam,
Or did I
Spam,
cut
spam,
myself?
spam, 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 spamity spam, wonderful spam.
I hope you understand. Monty Python coined the word spam for our email, and it was a snail mail too. We called it all spam because of Monty Python.
Oh,
I love Monty Python.
But how do we end up calling when someone like puts the same thing over and over and over again in chat? How do we call that spam? I don't know.
That's just it. Spam, 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 spam.
Right, Mac?
Spam, 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 spam. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Scram.
Because it doesn't
Spam.
stop. It just keeps going.
Scram.
That's the way spam is. When it comes out of the machine, it's one big long 40-foot tube, and they just chop it as it comes. Well, yeah, they chunk it. It fits in a can. Chunk it.
I wonder if you could buy bread in a can.
They just throw pigs on one end and
Out comes spam on the other.
spam out there.
Hey,
Can you get
Goose pop out on the side.
you
Bo.
know people actually love shit on a shingle.
Hey,
I was raised on that.
Chip beef
Well-
on toast with gravy, right?
Ginger,
Yeah.
buy what in a
I was
can?
raised on
It's
that.
just says,
Bread.
Judy.
bread.
Bread?
Yes.
No, you
It
can't buy
was one of
bread.
it was one of my favorite meals, getting sit on a shingle.
You can buy
And my
biscuits.
mom, she was like shy to say it. She's like, "No, it's something on toast." I'm like, "Oh, sit on a shingle, yay!" I was a little kid.
We call it
Yay.
shit
I love
beef
that.
on toast.
It was like gravy and I don't know what, some meat and on
Beef
toast.
Us Italians dip our bread in any type of sauce. We like to dip
That's
our bread.
everything.
It was super good and super easy to eat.
Even salad,
And, you know,
great
powdered up.
vinegar and everything. Stop it all
Yeah.
up.
Now, depending on where you're from, shit on a shingle is either creamed beef or creamed chicken.
Yeah.
There
I
are
don't know,
parts
mine
of the
was
country.
kind of beef. Mine was pretty much beef, but it's
Right,
kind of
but
like biscuits on
in
gravy.
the
the same
Midwest,
thing.
some of them consider shit on a shingle creamed chicken.
Yeah, maybe.
Chicken and
But
white
like,
gravy instead of beef and white gravy.
But like biscuits and gravy is the same thing, basically. I mean, it's
Basically,
not
yeah,
toast.
biscuits the same as biscuits and gravy is almost the same as exactly.
It's almost the same thing. It's a meat slurry gravy on top of
With
bread.
a
You know?
carbohydrate on the bottom. That's it.
Sure.
But you know, the whole key is what kind of biscuits did she make? Did she actually put the butter in the flour and use the pastry cutter to make it nice?
Oh, I got
Or
some
did she
cigarettes.
open a can of biscuits?
Doesn't matter.
it was-
If you're hungry, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you're eating SOS, it don't matter. That's just food. That's just
It-
you're just
You're
I'll
out
let you
cutting wood at the break of dawn. You're out there cutting wood, so you got fire to heat the house with the rest of the day, and you come in after work, cutting down trees and sawing up the wood, and busting your ass for 3 hours. You can care less what's on the butter. you're gonna cut it and put it in your face. It's gonna
I
like
it's gonna
margarine,
taste good.
butter, no butter. I don't care.
Yeah,
What you got.
butter or margarine or lard to whatever. Yeah,
Have you guys ever had the Red Lobster ones? I love making them.
We call those cheese biscuits.
Yeah, cheese
So
biscuits.
Easy enough to make. Oh, and can I flash back for a second for my
sure.
honeymoon, where I went up to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan with my husband, and every day I would set up the fire and it would be going, and then there would be this huge thunderstorm, and there I would be napping, waiting for my fire to be ready so I could cook. And Mahoney's there sitting on the porch going, "Oh my God, this thunderstorm, pouring rain is only making her fire angrier. How the bleep did her fire not go out?" And I get up from my nap and I go cook because it's all ready for me.
So when you went to the UP, did you take the ferry across the lake, or did you go around and cross the Mackinac Bridge?
Mackinac, I drove.
I want a Mackinac Beach.
I drove through Michigan. I drove across the Mackinac Bridge more times than I can count going to college. Remember, I live in Detroit, and I went to college at Michigan Tech. Yeah, hey, you betcha. Toot toot. I'm an engineer.
A Michigan girl.
MIT Tech.
Yeah, that bridge is fun, but not on a windy day. Not on a windy day.
Yeah, and I went over the bridge on a Blue Yugo the same day that Blue Yugo flew over the rails.
A Blue Yugo.
Yep, they're so light. The bridge sways an average of 5 to 8 feet because it's so long. It's the least little breeze, it sways. So if you get a 5-mile-an-hour wind and little Yugo the suspension was so stiff, it started swaying and just flung it right off the bridge.
Yeah. Weren't those like Yugoslavian cars or something?
Russians.
Crossing that bridge.
Were they Russian? Huh.
Yeah, Russians.
Duh.
Da.
I don't think she was arrested. I think she was dead. You know.
I'm sure she was. You don't survive that.
How have you been, Desert? I haven't
Been
seen
doing
you for
good.
like a whole week.
Yeah, see,
I've
that's
been doing
kind of what
good
I'm
there,
here.
Ginger.
Yes,
I've been doing good.
that's good.
And hello, no name, no name.
That's kind of why I'm here today, just checking in to let you guys know I'm still alive. I'm still broken. I'm still so fucked up over what happened. I'm sorry. There's no way I can affect it. There's no way I can change it. All I can do is step back and pray.
What happened? Something with your dad? Are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
motherfucker says, I'm afraid my brother will come into the home. Well, he's the only one with other keys. So my dad took the keys to bed with him and insisted the caregiver lock the front door. I went out the back door, and apparently it locks on its own sometimes. Even though I've been in and out more than dozens of times in order to smoke, because I had my car parked on the other side of the driveway, so I got all aired out before I came in.
Scripted.
And it was like clown world there, and I couldn't deal with it, and I left. As soon as I did, they're calling me, telling me I locked the door. Ain't no fucking way I locked the door. And when I talked to my brother about that, he said, yeah, that back door has a habit of locking it itself.
Well, some locks are that way.
Yep.
Right.
Hey,
What's up,
Rob.
brother?
Hey, how you doing, Mal? Everybody?
Hey, Panhead.
Yeah, we can hear you. Hello and welcome.
Yeah, hi, Panhead.
Welcome.
Panhead, I just
Right,
walked up here. You
Panhead.
call me Panhead? Thanks a lot.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Thanks a lot, Ginger. Panhead. Okay.
Hey, you know what they say when I come up, there goes the neighborhood. So that's better than what I get.
We said the same thing when No Name came up.
So today I went to Walmart, right, to buy my groceries, and then normally I'm like, okay, there's gonna be 20 people in line in front of me, and then today there was like, no, there's only like one person in line in each register. So I'm like, oh, cool. I picked a good day and timed it right, and so I got in line, and then the lady's
Did they
got
ask
like
you for a card?
4 cases of cat food and like 19 packages of feminine. They weren't tampons. They were like what are the other ones? I don't know. The pads.
Whatever, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not really
The
relevant.
pads.
Hygiene products.
Yeah, feminine products. It's like cat food and feminine products, and it like took like 40 minutes for for that to happen because they had to talk about cats and they had to talk about grandmas and they had to talk about
What?
these pets and they had to talk about everything. And I was just like, geez, come on. Let's not talk about any of this, please. And then it's like, oh, it's for my mom. Oh, it's for my friend. First it was for her friend, then it was for her mom, and then I don't know who it's for. And I'm looking at her
It's
going,
for her mom's friend.
yeah, something. I'm like, okay, I don't care who it's for. Just let's start ringing up my stuff, huh? How about that? That'd be a really good thing.
Now he
That'd be
sounds
kind of cool.
like
Wouldn't that be cool? You ring up my stuff.
So,
yeah, I'd be
So,
the
like,
same way.
3 years ago, I was wearing my pixelated Pac-Man mask because I thought the fragrance from other people was hurting me. And it worked like a charm because they saw me wearing a mask, they'd stay away. But that was 3 years ago before all this hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I got some white masks.
I didn't want to breathe perfume anymore.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
have
that.
some. I have some white N95 masks, and they look really stupid. They look like a duck bill, and then I used to write quack quack on them and stuff, just to be fun. And then now I just write COVID on them, and people stay away from me. They'll like that.
I spent actual
I have
money
COVID.
on these things, and they had a charcoal filter. I think I got 2 for $40. They were called Vogue mask.
Yeah, you can get a respirator, but yeah, I have fun with my mask and with people.
Well, no, they didn't. I'm not saying they worked well for stopping things, other than when I wore them, all the Karens ran away.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. Just write COVID on your mask. I had COVID, and everyone runs. Everyone runs away.
But this was 3 years ago before COVID.
Well,
And I don't know, 10 years ago, I started wearing a pair of driving gloves every time I shop because I'm a girly and cardboard hurts me. And if I'm out shopping or driving, I wear the gloves, and I know not to touch my face at all when I have the gloves on. And that is the best thing you can do, is not touch your face, right?
so how you doing? Yeah, how you doing, right?
Damnedest thing that happened today. You would not gonna believe this.
Of course not.
Yes, we do.
What?
I'll believe it.
I
I
won't.
I'll believe it.
I got my
Me too.
Billy friend up here. He's watching you guys, so I'm trying to get him to get used to StreamYard so he can get his butt up here. Anyway,
Yeah,
you remember I drove my my wife to the doctor's office?
Yep.
yes.
Okay. Well, I got done with that. We went to Sam's Club. So I said, well, she's in Sam's Club. I'll go get some gas at Sam's,
Again?
gas station. Huh?
Go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
So anyway, I'm waiting.
Trying to park.
It took 25 minutes for me to get the gas. I mean, this line was so freaking long. I'm like, wow, man, what the hell's going on here? Well, I finally went to the pump. It was $2.98 a gallon for mid-grade. I went, you got to be kidding me. So I filled
What
that
idea,
pump
yeah.
up right to the top. $2.98. I couldn't believe that.
Oh my god.
We've been at 270 for about 2 weeks now.
You're kidding me.
We're at $4. I don't want to hear you whining. Nobody has. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. California has the most expensive gas in this entire country, other than we're right up there with New York.
Yeah, mandating our fucking decisions.
Yeah, and I'm in California, right next to a refinery in Martinez, right there. We got an oil refinery right there.
That's where they make it. Yeah, what? It's the transportation cost of 4 blocks to the gas station.
Dude, we have the same thing out here.
I know.
We're
What
right
the
next
fuck?
to a fucking refinery, and yet we're paying so much. I'm
I
like,
agree.
It's not like Nevada. Nevada's like so far from every refinery, but yet they get $2 gas. What the fuck?
no, we were starting to get, when I lived there, it was going up.
Hmm.
Ohio, though,
I was there
Graham
last
said
year. It
that-
was $2.
Look
It
at
was
Graham.
$3.50 here.
Look at
Well-
Graham's comment.
Stop talking over each other, please. If someone else
No,
is
no.
talking, please try not to talk over them. Everybody.
Look at him.
I was
Everybody.
people off.
Sorry, guys.
I was pissing people off when I was
Shut
well,
Are you mad at me?
No.
All right. What it is some states charge their road taxes with their gas, and other states put other taxes on their gas. Road usage tax, like Wisconsin, your road tax is right in your gas. So the more you drive, the more you pay for the road taxes. Where other states, who's got their YouTube on?
Ginger.
No.
Somebody
Why would I have
does.
YouTube on?
Well, I saw your thing moving when I heard noises. I just guess it was you.
No. Not me.
Yeah, in California, it's like, I don't know what it is. I think it's 48 cents a gallon, in taxes. Or that's the last time I looked, which was a year ago. It's probably up since then.
I'm on
Yeah, it's like, that makes sense. Why do you charge everybody $600 on their plates for a road tax if Graham only drives 1,000 miles a year,
Right.
but Joe,
And
the
when you buy
delivery
tires-
driver or the Uber driver, he puts on 40,000 miles a year. You can't charge
Yeah,
anybody.
and when you buy tires, you pay a tax. For
Exactly.
road tax. And you buy gas, you pay road tax. And
Yep, to
Just
pay for the
get you-
roads and the repair of them. Yeah, it makes sense. The more you drive, the more you pay. The less you drive, the less you pay. That's the way it should be.
yeah.
Some states they want to put it on your plate and say, "Oh, everyone pays the same amount, no matter how much." That's not fair. A Uber driver drives a whole lot more than a retired couple.
Yeah, they should put it on gas. Because that's
They
how much
shouldn't
gas
even
you're using. That's how much road you're using.
They shouldn't even tax
Except
us in
for,
the first.
except for like cars don't damage roads. Trucks damage roads,
Cars
The car
damage
drives
roads.
on the road.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not gonna damage.
The salt that they put on the road.
They shouldn't
In the
tax
winter.
us in the first. Which they
Then
shouldn't.
how would the road get paid for then?
Your property
What's
tax. I don't know. Fuck, they steal everything.
You know what they do?
Well,
They
they
do what
do-
we do. You can't buy
they
it.
do
You wait till you
They
save money.
get
Then
some from property tax. They get some from tires. They get some from gas. They get some from everything.
Right.
And
What
how
do
much
we
of it
get?
actually goes to the road? I don't know.
Very little.
Probably a third of it, a fourth of it.
they're wasting their tax dollars for nothing. They're just putting it through like water in their hands.
Yep. Well, that's why we pay so much money for everything in the hospitals because, I think I worked for the guy.
$40 for an aspirin because, well,
Right. It's I don't know. You can buy in the store. I was like, are you in a pillow? Motherfucker wouldn't charge me $50 for a pillow.
Yeah, I get
Hey,
$4.99 at
whoa.
Walmart. dude.
Yeah, $4.99 at Walmart. Whoa. How do you look at yourself in the mirror, bro? But yeah, it's like this. I work for a guy up in Peacock Alley in California. I worked for him for about 3 hours. I got in there. He was the inventor of the split tubes that you use in hospitals. I'm like, oh, that's
the
cool.
split what?
You know how you have an IV that comes down and there's this thing that goes into that
Little
splits
tube.
off. Yeah, it's like
This
a
little tea that you can inject stuff in there.
right. It
Right,
just splits
right.
it off and it's different things. But the bottom line is, though, I asked him. He wants me to order to keep up the orders when the hospitals put in the orders. So he sits me down, he shows me, and I look at the cost. Cost of this item to make is 0.003. That's it. What is he selling it for? He's
$10.
selling it. Dude, you wish. He's selling it to Medi-Cal because they have to get the number and stuff in order to make it sellable for $39 a piece.
Damn, he's
And then
paying
Medicare takes
30
it, right? And then Medicare takes it and turns it around, sells it back to the hospitals, them or the hospitals to you, for about $99. That is why we are fucked. And Obama, Mr. Wonderful himself, was supposed to come in and stop all that, and then we found out he has stocks in it, so he didn't stop it. This is where we're getting killed, people.
Well, we can't really stop it unless we.
Yeah, we can. We did it
fucking
with the
stop it.
military. No, we have to stop it like we did with the military back in the 70s.
Yeah.
When, and this is ridiculous, it's a bad example, but this was what everyone was yelling about. Do you remember when they put ashtrays in the planes, KY, the jet fighter planes?
Yes.
Yeah, they were getting them at Home Depot, and they were paying like $1.25 each. They were charging the United States taxpayer $379. They were getting. Yeah, that got ridiculous, and finally people started exposing it, so they apparently cut it out. Now, I know damn well it's still going on to a degree, but we need to do the same thing. We have to have price controls on
Well,
this.
first of all, you're in a
Yeah.
pressurized suit with an oxygen mask on. You can't smoke a cigarette in a fighter anyhow.
I know, but then the other thing that was funny as shit is who would light up in a fuck, even if you could,
The
who would
standard,
hotbox
the
your ass in a
standard-
small
the-
little thing like that with a
the
cigarette?
standard markup for like a grocery store, the standard markup is 19%, and then the standard markup for like my industry is like 100%, and they should be capped at 100%.
No, it should be capped 50%.
50%. I agree. It should be capped.
Everything should be capped at 50%.
Yeah, and people will make their money. You know, you buy something, yeah, you warehouse it, yeah, you send it out, yeah, you know, you get 50%. You know,
Corporate doesn't want a
you
piece of
stock
the
it for people to get, you get 50%.
Well, the
Grocery
CO
stores are running at 19% and barely making it. Grocery stores are like a really low margin.
Yes, very, very low. There's very little profit in a grocery store.
Right.
What?
Because it's like Costco is straight across the board 19%. That's what they do. Everything they get is 19%.
Because of loss and spoilage. By the time you take that away,
Yeah. Then
it
you don't
doesn't
even
leave
get
a
that.
lot
You
of
get
profit.
10%.
No, you have to understand this loss and spoilage and damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
And
rolled back
insurance.
into write-offs. You don't have to pay taxes or other things because they write that spoilage off. They actually make money.
Oh,
on
sure they
it.
do, but
They
You
make
can write it off.
spoilage on money, so they're not losing money on spoilage.
they're not losing
Yeah,
money. No, but
Make,
Instead of getting
But like,
pieces of the
the EpiPens that went from $200 to like $5,000 or some fucking crazy thing.
that's crazy. When they don't have to be
Yeah.
200, every pen could be $20.
yeah, and
And so we need to do something with like patents to where like, yeah, patents
agree.
are good for
Well,
patents
there
are good
was-
for 2 years. Medical patents should be 2 years. Yeah, make all your money you want for 2 years, and after that,
I
Okay,
agree with
let's
that. That'll work.
Let's take 5 years. 5 years. Medical patent, 5 years.
well, it depends what it is, but yeah, okay, maybe 5, maybe 3, maybe 2. I don't know. Let them make their money back because they always say, "Oh, it's in research and development," but
oh, I know, but most of that research and development are being paid by our schools, so blow me.
yeah, they're being paid with government grants and stuff. So you know,
Well, the
they're not
problem
really
is,
getting
it's not the what these people do is they come in, like say Pfizer, and they'll go, okay, we'll give you 100,000 or 200,000, which is a good write-off for them too. If you let us have, we'll give you that money and we'll give you whatever to do it, and then you come up with it. They spend years researching on these grants. That there are pennies.
They outsource.
Pennies.
They outsource.
Yeah,
most
and that
of their
was
research and
pennies on the
development.
dollar. Pennies on the dollar is how much that is costing them to do this research. And then they
Yeah.
turn around and get it and claim they got to make their money back. They never
Yeah.
lost money. That's what Obama was supposed to fix.
Yeah.
And then the EpiPen,
Well,
of course, my cousin.
Obama tried, but it's
No, he didn't.
it's
He didn't try.
well.
No,
He
no, he didn't.
pretended.
No,
he tried
pretended,
more
whatever.
than
He
any
didn't do
other
shit. No, he
president.
didn't. No, he didn't.
He tried more
Not
than
even-
any other
No, he
president
didn't. No, he did. Not even
Okay,
close.
who
No,
tried more
Obama-
than him?
No, he didn't
tried
try
more than-
more.
Who tried more than him?
I'm not getting into the debate about presidents with you. I'm just telling you he's not the one. He never was the one.
It was the guy after him. Yeah.
Yeah, all the stuff that man had, all the stuff. I mean, seriously, when he went into office, by the way, everyone would have supported him. And instead, it turned out he allowed the medical industry to get away with it because he had stocks in it.
Major
Stocks in it. So that was all lies and lies upon lies. The first thing he removed that everyone thought he was
everybody
doing
everybody in Congress had
tapping and
huge amount
making
of stocks.
non-profit to the medical
Plus, they
industry on
told
both
me,
supplies and
Stop trying to talk over.
I got a way of doing that myself.
Right. Stop, please. Right.
He's not just talking. I don't know.
Right.
Everybody, say
All right.
just well,
There you go. That works. He's not talking to us, apparently. But there was, like I said, though, they didn't want to cap the cost and make it non-profit for medical supplies and stuff, or even the pharmaceutical companies.
They wouldn't have padded their pockets if they did that.
Right. So that was just it. I mean, it's ridiculous. We need to make health non-profit. Period.
Health is necessity.
Right. There used to be a ruling.
Housing is a necessity. Food is a necessity.
Our countries used to do that. It was called the 60% rule back in 1918. They had it. Supreme Court even brought it up. It's called saturation. Like, for example, and the reason they were talking about it at the time was because of electric. Now, if electric becomes needed by every single person in this country, then it becomes nonprofit because it's 60%. Once 60% saturation is met, the corporation, it wasn't corporations back then, the businesses back then would lose control of it. Because, see, the two things our founding fathers wanted to stop was corporations. They did not want corporations. They were afraid that one company could buy out, just like the East Indian Trading Company did, buy them all out and become one superpower that's more powerful than our government and everything. And that's exactly what they did.
Monopoly.
Right. That's how they got the slave trade going. The East Indian Trade Company, even through the objections of other countries, still delivered slaves. The reason being is if you tried to stop them, even your country, they had an army on their back. Matter of fact, they owned quite a bit of stuff. They owned governments. They owned everything. So when our founding forefathers got together, they did not want that to happen. So they would tax the rich. Once you reached a certain amount of money, your taxes were 90% right?
90%.
To stop you from getting so much money, you were more powerful than the government. That's the whole reason we have lost control.
And now we've dropped it down to 30.
Oh, we've dropped it down to, we'll bend over. You just tell us where and when.
Well, Trump dropped it down to 23, and then now it's back to 29, but it was at 36.
But the point is, then they created tax loopholes where you could put it into a shell corporation offshore, so you don't have to pay any taxes at all.
Apple and Microsoft pay zero taxes. Zero.
Thank you. Exactly. And they bitch the most. This is ridiculous. My mother paid more taxes than fucking GM. One year when I was like, how is that possible? And you get idiots.
I paid more money than Apple last year.
Exactly. There's idiots sitting around the back going to you, well, that's just they got some very good accountants. No, you got a bunch of bullshit artists, dude. Then when the standard, like when you or my mother pay more taxes than a corporation
that's making billions.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. We need to get rid of corporations. We do. They are bad.
And we keep giving them more power, and we give them voting power, and we give them power to.
They gave them
power to.
They surpassed
give money
us.
We gave them
They're considered a citizen. They're considered a person.
Right, and we gave them we gave them the right to give money to politicians, and it's like no. Like Coca-Cola's sitting there all quiet, we're not anything. But Coca-Cola makes $1 billion a day.
Oh God,
they make $1 billion every fucking day. And are they paying taxes on it? No, not here. Yep. And they're worldwide. And they're in some Cayman Island fucking little.
Oh no.
thing. They got a post office box there, and they say that's their thing. That's their office. You know, so they pay no taxes. They pay zero, and we just let them get away with it. And we're like, yeah, rot our kids' teeth out, make us obese, fuck it up, and you know, you can own all these, because like you know, it's like Pepsi owns Taco Bell and Burger King and
I know, isn't that great?
Coca-Cola owns McDonald's and
Well, Kraft is the Clorox Corporation is the same way. They own Kraft and a bunch of different food companies. You know.
Yeah, there's only really what 4 major food producers now. They've all been bought up by all the major conglomerates.
Right,
I mean,
like Clorox owns all those Kraft and Marie
Evil
Chandler and all those. Yeah, those are all under
Marie? Really? They got Marie too?
I believe so.
Shit. Whatever. I don't. There's no way around it. You have to eat their food unless you really seriously start growing. And there's the other thing. When good old Obama was in office, they started to make it illegal to grow gardens. That's why it was so funny. He had his own personal garden, was go back there to show it off. I find this to be retarded. I think there should be
I never heard that. I think you're making that up. Well, I'll look it up.
Yeah, please do before you make a comment like that. But anyway, go no. Just look it up before you make a dumb fucking no, because it's real simple, dude.
Give your proof before.
There you go. That's how it works. I'm a liar. So if you want to prove me a liar, go prove me a liar. You do that. Have fun.
The bad thing about it, and of all the things, is the lobbyists that come in there to the senators and everything else and pay underneath the table to pass laws to help them out to get bigger. Our lobbyists are the biggest thieves in the world.
Yeah, well, I don't even know why we have lobbyists. I mean, I thought that's what the whole job of a senator was to do, to sit there and understand what the people wanted and vote on it, not to hire somebody to come in and.
But the burden of proof is to the person who makes the claim, not to the person who's questioning it. Right?
No, it's the person questioning it. Why should I prove to you what I'm saying? If you think I'm wrong, if you want to come out and say I'm wrong,
says there's a God. If someone says there's a God,
don't get in the God. Don't get in the God debate, dude, because you're an atheist, and that's fine. That's all great.
We don't discuss politics.
Don't bring up you don't bring up God, dude. You don't hear me bring up God.
I won't bring up God.
But
if you said something, a corporation did something, you know, I mean,
fair enough. I
makes the claim has the burden of proof. The person who questions it says, "What proof do you have for it?"
Well,
and then then you said, "What proof do you have against it?"
Yeah,
and it's like, well, a lot of things are unfalsifiable. You know, they're just set up that way. And so the burden of proof is not on me.
You mean verifiable?
No, but that's not
unverifiable.
Unverifiable.
Tell them to go to BitChute.
Not falsifiable, unverifiable.
Falsifiable? No, it's falsifiable. If you make a statement that's unfalsifiable, then you know.
Go to BitChute. You'll see.
I gotta look that up.
I was going to look up. It's unfalsifiable. You know, like in recent news, it would be like Southwest Airlines, right? Southwest Airlines canceled 1,800 flights in the last few days, and then all these conspiracy theorists are going, "Oh, it's because they're moving aliens from Arizona, Area 51, or Nevada, Area 51." And then other conspiracy theorists are like, "No, it's because the vaccine mandates and all the pilots quit and calling in sick." You know, and it's like, well, there's no proof for any of that. There's no proof of anything.
You gotta look around. There's proof out there.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean,
wait. Area 51. I don't believe they put anything of importance there. It's all just a distraction for us.
I agree with you, No Name. I agree with you 100%. It's just
there was it may not have been aliens, but it was either I know that's what all the people said, and I'm not going to argue whether or not that was true. But one thing they did do at Area 51 is the reason it was so classified is they invented and made and produced the B-51. They didn't want people to see it or know they had it. And that's when these people started with their hiding aliens.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're
exactly.
hiding aliens, but they're working on planes
No.
for sure.
We're not
and
hiding aliens.
they're and that's why they'd shoot you. Seriously, dude, if you try to
Oh, they
sneak
will shoot
into
you.
a high security area of the United States military, they will shoot you. Had nothing to do with they're gonna shoot you because they're hiding an alien. Whatever.
Right.
And even if
It's
they
like
were,
near my house right here. There's like a place that now it's MCI. It was something else before, but if you go on the property, um, you're gonna get beat up, arrested, or shot.
yeah, well, I mean,
For
if they
sure.
had
But
nuclear
what it
weapons,
is,
you get shot.
what it is, I've looked into it, and it's the
like it's got aliens. What I'm
it's
saying
it's
is, it's pretty effing obvious that
There's
if
aliens?
we had aliens or alien technology, it wouldn't be there for people to find it. They've got it elsewhere.
Oh, come on. You're going to spoil the tourism.
if aliens were to get here, they could be like an earring. You wouldn't even know they were here. They'd be like a fly. They'd be anything they wanted to be.
Assuming
Because
they would want to be
but
here.
to
We
go
wanna-
to go 4,000 light years to get here,
Yes.
I mean, they're going to go through so many generations unless they figure out how to jump through
I was
space
going to
time.
say, dude, if they
Oh,
make
And
it
if they
here.
could jump through space time,
The aliens
they wouldn't even need a ship.
If
They'd do it
our
some other way.
See, you don't know that now.
aliens,
They
would
could
move
come up
them
with
in
a.
Area 51. They'd move them elsewhere, and they'd make this Area 51 for the false flag, so you can all go try to check it
Yeah.
out while they did something else elsewhere.
Well, no, I believe that. If there was like the crashes, supposedly, that shit had been moved decades ago. Nobody would have lived. I agree with you on that, No Name, because my father was telling me all about it. There was stuff there at one point that,
I love Jesus Snap's icon.
yeah,
what he
highly classified. So we wouldn't even know what the fuck it was. But one thing I learned is when stuff is in KY can contest this, I'm sorry, Dodo, if it's that high of a level of clearance, there is no freeze. I'm just saying. They shoot to kill.
Yep.
That is the way it works. And because they're not going to risk you getting up to them and blowing up or something, they will shoot you dead. So all this nonsense about those idiots that went down there and lined up and they were going to run straight at 51. Oh, Jesus.
They mowed them all down.
Yeah,
Because the fence warning post strictly said, entering this property,
forfeit life.
If you forfeit your life, we shoot to kill. The signs all warn you out. Like you were approached.
I live right by Lawrence Livermore Labs, and yeah, if you try to break in and go there, they got that gun that's like twice as yeah. I mean the one on the on that plane. I don't remember the name of the plane. I don't know, but it shoots like
it's a minigun. It's a minigun.
He's talking to me. Yeah, he's talking to me, Rails.
8,000 rounds a minute. So that's how many a second, you know.
Mini rail.
Yeah, you're just like, there's gonna cut.
It's a Gatling gun, basically. It's electric Gatling gun fires 8,000 rounds a minute.
Try to drive in there, and there's like enough warning signs to tell you don't fucking even try it, because
yeah, it's not the
you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about Area 50. You don't have to worry about Area 51. You don't have to worry about Area 51 and walking in there and getting shot. All you got to do is just go to Afghanistan. You'll see all kinds of new equipment there.
Oh, you're funny. But honestly, right. I agree that it shouldn't have been left. But like KY was saying, the amount of money that would be required to load that shit up on planes and fly it back would cost more than it would to remake the item itself.
Right.
But our latest technology?
It wasn't our latest technology. That was like 12 years ago technology. And, we left it there in good faith that they were going to try to hold their own. And they folded.
No, we left it for money, bro. Like we did in Vietnam, for fuck's sake. It's like AKs for days down there. We basically, it's just too expensive to go across the world with items and then bring them back. especially like in Vietnam case, that was a quick evacuation.
We
So
could have brought them back, but in the case of Afghanistan, we thought they were going to hold out and actually use these weapons and try to hold back the Taliban, and they just folded,
yeah,
which
well,
we should have known. But
And,
oh
and
well.
the other thing is, the
I'm so
expense.
glad we got out.
Let me finish. Let me finish. The other thing is the expense of fixing the equipment they bring back. Anything that's been over there running in that sand has to be completely torn down to the last
Yeah.
nut and bolt, and
Yeah.
most of it has to get replaced.
Yeah.
It's
So what we
cheaper to
left
buy a
there
new
is
truck
it's gonna be
than
useless
spending
in
a
5 years.
year tearing down a truck, every last nut and bolt, and replacing all the hardware except for the major components. It's cheaper to just buy a new truck.
Right. So the
expense of
stuff we
hauling it all the way
left there,
back.
the stuff we left there is going to be decrepit in a few
You know,
years.
Oh,
why you
sooner
know
than
they're
that.
getting paid.
Every tank, every
Sooner than that.
every Humvee, everything we left there is going to be decrepit and useless
Yes.
in a few years.
Commander Musovic and I we're in the same unit in Minnesota. The unit, what their function was to rebuild equipment that came back from the first Gulf War, 1991. It took an average of 2 years to completely rebuild a self-propelled howitzer or tank. 2 years.
Yeah.
And every nut and bolt that was exposed to the sand, the threads are worn, the sand blows, the sand blasts, the sand gets in the threads, it gets in all the hydraulics everywhere, and it ruins all the
it's
parts. So you got to replace all the hydraulic cylinders. You have to replace the internal components. The transmission case may be good, but all the insides
Right.
have to be replaced because the sand is so fine it gets in there, and it's like
And are we gonna like supply them with replacement parts? No.
Of course
Where are
not.
they
Of
gonna
course
get
not.
them? I don't know. China's gonna try to make them, but that never works.
in 3 to 6
China's
months,
not
all that
gonna do
equipment will break down because that sand gets in everything,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like grit. It grinds everything up. It scores the cylinders.
Yeah.
It ruins the hydraulics. Ruins everything.
It's in the air. It gets sucked in through the air cleaner and
Exactly. It
burns
gets in the engine.
cylinders and
Those engines get
gets in
ruined.
the
That's why
oil, it's everywhere.
it costs so much to run anything over there, because they have to constantly replace the engines and the filters and everything all the time.
Yeah.
Transmissions do not like sand in the gears.
No. And same with the valves. It's on an automatic. You get the sand running through the automatic transmission fluid, that sand running through those valves. The edges of the valves get worn. All of a sudden the valves are leaking. They don't seal. It won't shift. Nothing works. Pretty soon it breaks down.
Yeah, so they're gonna lose at least 10% of everything we left per year. You know, in 10
They're
years.
going to lose more than that. Within a month, they're going to lose 10%.
Yeah.
If they're using it on a regular basis, within a month, they're going to lose 10%.
And it's not that big a deal because we didn't give them our latest cutting edge stuff, you know.
Well, no, we
We left
also
them.
strip them, dude. By the way, if they have
Of
any,
course, they don't leave all the radios and shit
no,
on
no,
them.
no, and we also fry any of the, we don't leave the, it's just the shells, but still, it is amazing how much money we pee away every year for wars that were, like,
Yeah.
just take this into consideration. The Nobel Peace Prize was given to Obama, who started 7 wars. I'm just saying, we're in clown world. This is ridiculous. I really truly believe that the only way to get a Nobel Peace Prize, peace, is to not have war. And you get this award for actually going out of your way to not have war. Any idiot can have a war.
So can you name those 7 wars? Because Afghanistan wasn't one. Iraq wasn't one. So
no, again,
I'm not sure what the 7 ones are.
Oh, I'll find out and bring it back for you, Stevie, if you want to question everything I say. But I mean, I thought that was just general knowledge about the fact when he got his Nobel Peace Prize. Matter of fact, I'll just look up. That's when everyone was screaming about it. Everyone. I mean, where were you?
We can always give $1 billion some dollars in a tarmac over that.
I sure as fuck wasn't watching Fox News and listening to Tucker Carlson.
Oh, I don't watch Fox or any of the fucking stations, dude.
Yeah, I don't watch CNN either.
Podcasts like Like No Agenda.
But
with,
I can't
can-
think of wars
No-
that Obama started.
No
I mean,
Agenda,
yeah,
though.
we did a couple conflicts, but those are over
CNN
with.
sucks. MSNBC sucks. Yeah.
Oh, that could be definition of a war and a conflict. Okay.
Well, there's police actions, there's conflicts, there's wars.
Yeah, I know, but that's ridiculous, dude.
I mean, the
I
Falkland
take
Islands.
a
what was
gun.
that? I don't know.
Falkland Islands was not even part of the United States war, dude. That was England. That wasn't nothing to do with us, dude.
That was us.
No, it was not.
No, it
Oh my
wasn't.
God. Okay. See, apparently you were too young to retain that information about all that stuff back in the day.
No, I was there. I was there. Our taxpayer dollars got spent. Our troops got sent there. So I don't know what you call that. You call it something.
How can you say you were
And
there?
then like in Noriega down there, we took out Noriega. But all that was way before Obama. That was Clinton and Bush Senior and all that. That's when we were warmongering.
Oh yeah, you bet you. Hey, like 200 years ago, more than 200, when we were fighting for our freedom.
Yeah,
They called us guerrilla warfare then, and actually, that's what they did.
we did. We were, and it worked, and we beat them because of guerrilla warfare. We beat them, and that's why we can't. That's why we lost in Vietnam. It's because we were trying to do a traditional kind of a thing, and they were doing guerrilla warfare.
Well,
so
that and the fact that was one of your police wars. We weren't allowed to cross a border, so they would come
Police
over.
action, yeah. It was
Yeah, they'd
police.
come over and attack us, and then run back there. Now we did, however, do some of those missions, but those guys got in a lot of trouble for it. So no, that
No,
was
they didn't. No, they didn't.
that movie said they did. They really no one got in trouble for crossing the
So
line.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. I personally know someone who spent 8 years in Vietnam doing nothing but crossing over into Cambodia and
Laos.
so forth on a regular basis, every day, every other day, every week, all the time he was there. He did nothing but run missions across the border.
Yeah.
Right, but they weren't allowed to go there. They apparently did that again back, right?
Well, that was their orders. They weren't allowed. That was their orders to do
For
that.
it, like the Ho Chi Minh Trail went all the way down. That was their supply line, but then they shifted it through Laos.
Right.
And so we went into Laos, and we dropped all kinds of cameras and stuff, and sensors and stuff.
And we bombed them in Laos too.
And we bombed them in Laos. We bombed Cambodia in Laos.
we did.
We certainly did. Oh,
We
you're not
did.
supposed to, that's not true. You have to remember the fact they did do that.
We dropped so many mines, And so now when I go to like Bangkok and see these people with their legs blown off and they're begging in the streets, it's like, well, is that a Cambodian mine or did we do that to you? I don't know. Here's $1. Here's a couple of dollars.
Or did they take one of our mines and turn it into a booby trap for our guys, and then one of their people hit it? You don't know. Those things you don't know.
See, now I was a teenager in the 80s, and I had Vietnam vet friends, and they were all so fucked up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would take my last joint 40 miles in order to smoke it with the guy so he could soak his feet in the Jack Daniels because he had jungle rat.
Yeah. So when did Vietnam end? Was that like 76?
About the way they treated Vietnam.
Vietnam ended in 72, 73.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I remember. I remember growing up, and I was like 4 years old, and then my brother was learning to, he was in kindergarten already. And he's learning to read. My parents, I already knew how to read by 4, and then I was reading that in the paper, and everything was like Vietnam, and then I'm like, what, Mom and Dad? What's Vietnam? And they're like, oh, that's where we send our kids to go die. I'm like, what? I was like, And
Well,
it's
at
kind
least she had the
of
right
seemed that
method.
way.
Do you want
And my
to know
parents were
some
like,
really fun
my
fact
parents were
checks?
super conservative back then. They've gotten way liberal as they got older, which
Oh
I think
my,
I'm
how
doing
did they
too.
go backwards?
Check
I
this out,
don't know.
guys.
I think I'm doing the same
Obama
thing.
Obama is the first president to serve 8 years and preside over America's wars during every single day of his tenure. So every day he was in office, there was a war. Do you want to know who's the first president to serve that there was no wars going on at the time? That
George
would be
Washington. I don't
Donald
know.
Trump, the
He
first
started
president.
no new
Obama, wait. Let me read what I'm
No,
reading.
no,
Yet President
no.
elect Trump stands to inherit the nation's longest war ever in Afghanistan, but was the only president to ever get in there that never initiated or started one.
So what war did Obama start? I mean, he
I don't know.
inherited 3 wars, but what one did he start? I'm
I don't know.
curious.
I'm just reading what those two little fun bits
Well,
were.
I don't know
Those
what site you're reading from,
Well, how about the
but
wars?
Trump, we
again.
were at
This
war.
is
We were at war with Afghanistan all through.
this is
We
straight
were,
out of
we
But
were
he
at war
didn't.
with Afghanistan all through Trump's tenure. So
But he
it's
didn't
not like it was
initiate
no
it.
war.
But he did not initiate it.
Right, neither did Obama. Bush, those are Bush wars.
no. Bush, according to Obama and Bush,
Those are
both
Bush wars.
pushed the wars on, the conflicts.
Those are all
Obama
Bush
made a
wars.
lot of claims. No, those Bush came in, but it doesn't matter. It's like I said, if you really, he won a Nobel Peace Prize, and he was, it's ridiculous. Obama went into a new say he was the first president to start using drones to attack places.
No, we've had drones since 1947.
He's says right here is the first one to use
We had the
an
little, what were they
anti-tank
called?
bomb
Crickets?
forced the rush of
Oh, they
U.S.
weren't called
troops back to
crickets.
our
They were
order to
called
fury the airstrikes to further suppress the group.
they weren't called crickets. They were called something like that. They were called dragonflies. Operation Dragonflies. In the 50s, we had drones.
Yeah,
We've had drones since the 50s.
not the
Dropping
ones
bombs and taking
dropping
pictures.
bombs. I would want to see that. I don't buy that.
Yeah,
Show me
look
the
it up.
drones that were dropping bombs. No, why should I? You're the one that has the burden of the proof. Remember? So show me
Okay.
your proof that
I
it
will.
was drones.
I will. Our first drones weren't. Our first drones were just surveillance, but by the 60s, they were dropping bombs, and we used a lot of them in Vietnam. It's not like Obama. I mean, drones got better. Drones got way better, and we had way better bombs they dropped. But drones were dropping bombs in Vietnam. But it's really not a point to argue about for us because it really doesn't matter for us.
The Nazis were the first one to use drones.
Yeah, and they were the first ones to have rockets.
Actually, the
V1 flying bomb was a drone.
right, but the war since the 19th century, arguably when the Austrians used pilotless hot air balloons, were considered to be the first drones.
Yep.
Death
First
and
unmanned aerial vehicles. Yeah.
But
Remote
Predator,
control. Yeah, the Predators are good, but I mean we've honed it in, but they've been around for a long time. They've been around since before I was born.
maybe that's what I thought, because it says drones had been used in times of war since World War II. They were revolutionized in 1995. The NAT.
Well, they got a lot better. They did. They got a lot better.
Well, they were steerable and
because
controllable.
we had satellites. We didn't have satellites before that, so you had to have a ship somewhere in the area to control it. But
and
as
a
soon as we got
powerful enough
satellites,
transmitter and receiver.
right? As soon as we got satellites, like 1995 is when we had all the satellite system. Well, then you could run one, from San Diego to go bomb fucking anywhere in the world.
Yep.
Anywhere,
Wait,
yeah.
I want to answer your admin here, Bell admin.
Your
What is
admin.
the name of the ship that traveled through time? Wasn't that called the Philadelphia experiment?
Yes.
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 Yeah, but it never happened. But yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying they went through time, brother, but something happened to that ship. That's a fact. Lot of shit happened to that ship. Now I'm thinking,
People were half engulfed in the bulkhead.
yeah, that's just not possible.
People were cut in half when it reappeared. They were half in and out of the bulkheads, the doors, and shit like that.
It was
Yeah.
it was
So, yeah.
ridiculous. No,
Something happened.
something happened. Yeah, we don't know what because
Something happened.
oh,
Because space and time is kind of a
I'm just
interconnected
glad I
thing,
wasn't on
and
it.
you start messing with that, yeah, I think weird things can happen, and we shouldn't mess with that. I mean, we should explore it, but we should be really careful.
Oh, Jackie, good to see you.
oh God.
Is Jackie in here?
Yes, she is.
Jackie Green. Hey, sister. It's been a long minute. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah, that would be a long minute. 2 months. Hey, Jackie, it's so good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. Wait, what was that? Oh, no, it's Danny. It's okay. It's okay.
Please, bud, stop muting
Hello.
me.
I didn't mute you.
Was it KY? It was me.
I didn't touch it. I didn't touch any
Didn't touch a
controls.
goddamn
Didn't
thing.
touch my mouse. Nothing. It wasn't me.
I was talking over people a little bit,
Comes
so
that-
I deserved it.
Here comes the
I
bus.
did.
Wait, hold on.
I think
Hold
it was Ginger. That's right.
Hold on. I gotta find the little. I've never. Ah, blame. Thank you. It's blame Ginger.
Hey,
Yes,
you see
yes,
my
admin.
hey, you see my
Ginger.
controls up there? You better be careful. These guys will come and get you.
Ernie, Bert, and Grover, and
Grover.
is that like evil? Is that like evil? What's his name? Evil
No,
laughing.
You're high. You're high. They're smoking joints. You're angry.
No.
They should be all like.
Can't be
They should be
talking.
having a
Can't
orgy
be.
or
Yep.
sleeping together, or
Sure.
laughing or something.
Oh my God, I found it.
That's what
I
she
don't know,
said.
I've never seen Elmo so mad.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Can
God,
we
I
think
found
of
it. That's
Elmo?
what she said.
Tickle me Elmo. It's like no.
Tickle
He's
me,
gonna
Elmo.
stab- He's gonna stab you with his PVC.
Dude, that sounds
whatever
some
it's called.
goddamn pedophile, creepy shit. Tickle me, Elmo. What the? No, dude. I was like, oh my God, what is this? crazy ass
I
looking.
dog tagged them, Elmo.
Pepperoni audits. Good to have you in, brother. Thank you for coming.
Pepperoni.
We are.
Oh, so you know what? Because of Lulu, I'm making well, I always make like green enchiladas like once a week. Make a whole platter of that.
Oh man, damn it!
And then she gave me a hard time because I was using the canned sauce, and the canned sauce sucks. It's just salt and it's green, but it's nasty. It's salt.
Right. So
And
I
she
said
tells
it
me,
3.
no, make it yourself, make it yourself. So I'm at the store today. And I'm looking up how do I make it, and they're like, oh, you need tomatillos and jalapenos and serrano peppers and onions, and I got everything else. I got all that other stuff, and then
all in the seasoning.
So I go to get tomatillos, right? And there's this lady pulling orders for other people, and she's like taking all the tomatillos. She's like grabbing like handfuls, and they're like going away fast. I'm like, no, I need some of those. So I'm like going in there. Every time she goes to put them on the scale to weigh it and come back and get more, I'm like grabbing as many as I can. And then there's like no jalapenos, and there's like it was like stupid. And I'm like,
Hey,
oh,
why are you
well,
going down there?
someone, huh? Oh.
How come I'm
Oh,
over
no.
here now?
Cause it goes KY, Bud for Vets, Rights for Vets. I was gonna change his name to KY for Vets, but
Come
Okay,
on.
Vince. And Alice.
Put me
I,
back.
And Alice. I'm
I-
Alice.
you're Alice. That's another reason I did it. I said Lulu
Right.
3 times, so she should be coming in. He needs to be in the center to be Alice.
Why?
She needs to tell me how to do it because I like got the ingredients and I have no idea. Do I boil them? Because you gotta turn them into mush. So I think you gotta boil them. I don't even know what to do. But I got all the
Ginger.
stuff.
Shiba is up 440%.
Damn.
Can we circle back? I wanted to know, was she eating the tomatillos raw?
Who?
What?
You? No. She was teaching me how to make green enchilada sauce. And she's like, well, you gotta just get the tomatillos and some chilies and except I don't know how to turn the tomatillos into mush.
She kept
I guess
grabbing.
just boil them. I'm just
eating
gonna boil them for like an hour.
it. That's what I thought. You gotta
Can
cook
you
tortillas
fry?
first.
Can you wok them? Cook it in a
No.
wok?
What's that?
No.
Why not? Then you
No.
steam them rather than get rid of the nutrition values in vegetables, and then you cut them up.
It goes into the water. I don't know. I think you have to turn them into mush somehow.
Right,
No, wait,
but
wait. What
it's a
are you
much-
cooking?
it's a
What are you
much
cooking? I missed
sauce.
it. I was reading this.
he's
I
making
gotta
his
turn them into
sauce.
mush. It's like if you're using tomatoes, you cook the fuck out of them and they turn into mush. And then you
Cook
got
the
tomatoes.
fuck out of them.
That's why I think tomatillos is the same thing. They're just green and little and got little skins, but you take the skins off and you put them in there. And I got like a pound of them, but I'm just wondering. I don't know. I haven't read how to do it yet.
What,
I was
what,
hoping
what are
to
you
do-
cooking, Stevie? I asked several times. Nobody
I'm
answered me.
making a green enchilada sauce. I'm gonna make green enchiladas.
And
green
you're
chicken
going to cook
enchiladas.
peppers? Is that what you're saying?
I'm making green enchiladas, and the enchilada part I have down, no problem. It's just the sauce. It's the green sauce. And
Yummy.
I normally buy it in a
I make
can.
red sauce.
I normally buy it in a can and pour it on, but it's like way too salty and suck. It just sucks.
Well, just
I mean,
look
it's
up.
all right.
I just Googled green enchilada sauce recipes.
Yeah,
Top
yeah.
of
That's
top
what
will
I
come
did. That's
300 or
that's why I
400.
knew. That's why I knew what to buy. I was just gonna ask Lulu like how to. I was gonna ask her like if she had some cooking secrets on how to like break it down and
Is she
How to
here?
turn
I don't
it
see her. Is Lulu here?
how to turn these little green fucking nubs into like mush, other than just cooking the fuck out of them. That's all.
Jackie's here.
Yeah.
I don't see Lulu. She didn't
No,
post them.
honestly,
I can just boil the fuck out of them. I
well,
guess.
you could take the like when we made oh god, what kind of thing was it?
But you don't skin them. I mean, you take that little shell off, but after that, then you got a pan full of like, green balls, and then you got to turn that into mush somehow. And I'm guessing you do that with heat.
I got my hand blender for that, but oh man.
The blender works.
Yeah,
Can I
blend.
say-
I like that. That was a
Can
good
I
idea. I like blender.
Yep, hold on, let her talk.
Can I say goodnight, you guys?
I don't add any salt to it.
All right, hang on a sec. Hold on. Ginger wants to say something, everyone. Go ahead,
Okay.
Ginger.
You guys, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm not feeling well, and I just noticed a cut on my arm. I'm gonna go clean it and feed the cat and have a cup of coffee and watch a show.
All right, Ginger.
All right.
Love you.
Is that
Take care.
okay? You guys mind? I'm gonna watch you, of course. I'm your biggest fan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We won't
I
talk-
thought
we
I
won't
thought
talk bad.
KY was your biggest fan, or
Both of you. I love you, both. I love you all. Stop that. Don't make me pick between you guys.
Don't make her choose. She loves Alice.
I'm going with Ernie.
Oh, you
They all
like
look-
that?
They all look mad. They all look mad, but I'm going with
Yeah.
Ernie.
You're angry. That's
Alright.
why I call them trolls. Look at them.
Okay.
And one of
Good
my
night, Ginger.
one of my
Take care of that
videos
arm.
at the
Take care
very
of that arm.
end, there's a
Get some
sign
Neo.
and it says, "Get rid of the
Yeah.
trolls," and then you
Yeah.
see them guys right after.
Do you got Neosporin? Didn't you?
No,
Put
I
on
use
there.
tea
I
tree
don't
oil.
like Neosporin, and that hurts
Okay.
healthy tissue. Use
No,
Well,
no,
wash
tea
it
tree
first.
oil. Well, yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Wash it first.
Okay.
Wash it
What
good
is
I'll
thing.
talk,
what is
yeah, I'll
All right,
talk to you
Ginger.
guys
I love you.
later. I
Good
love you
night.
guys. Bye, Chad. Chad.
Special clam,
Bye bye.
bye, Ginger?
cinnamon cloves, nutmeg, cardamom, white pepper, ginger, sweet. I can't read that. Sweet
Dad?
something.
Wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
How about there?
Yeah, sweet baking sage. No space. Sweet baking spice Dutch, like Biscoff. There you go. But that's like a sauce. I mean that's spices, but that's not like a meal. That's some spices to make a sauce.
No, it
or
is
something.
put in a shaker and use in things.
Okay. Yeah, like a spice thing.
What the
It's like
other
an
one
all
that I
it's
have
like
most of
allspice.
it for is for
It's like
jerk. I
allspice.
don't have time. If you look, there's a red X in front of the time. That means I don't have it.
I got lots of
I
time.
got everything else.
I got nothing but time. Yeah,
Well, no,
I got
I
all
meant
that.
the spice.
Yeah.
Now, what is that jerk?
Jerk seasoning. Jerk is Jamaican
Oh.
seasoning.
Jamaican jerk. Yeah, it's like blackened salmon, blackened fish. Jerk.
Oh,
It's a type of.
yeah, I didn't know
Mhm.
it was called that. Or I didn't pay attention. One or the
Yeah, it's
other.
Jamaican seasoning for.
It's what you do
really
after we go offline, bud.
Oh my god.
Don't jerk it too hard,
Hey,
brother.
you don't
Don't
have
pull it
to
off.
around. How do we know you're not doing it right now?
We don't know. He's only got his avatar, so he might be.
It could be.
I think we hear it in his voice if he was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could.
It'd be hard to do that and not let anybody know.
No, enchiladas with green sauce sounds great.
Oh man, I made some really really good ones, but I used the can. But I can't wait to see how it is with like the real sauce. And it's like supposed to be so much different and so much better.
Oh, last time I made hot sauce,
I-
somebody called it green sauce.
I got
'cause
in a
it was
fight.
green
I got in a fight.
jalapeno.
I got in a fight with the 300-pound Mexican chick over who's gonna get the rest of the tomatillos over trying to make this, man. So I've already got a steak in it.
You mean at a farmer's market?
No, it was at Walmart. But she was pulling orders for other people, and apparently they wanted like 8 pounds of tomatillos, and they had like 7 pounds of tomatillos. And so then I'm there going, "Hey, man, you can't take all the tomatillos." And so I was reaching in there grabbing them as much as I can get, and I got 1.25 pounds, and she took all the rest. She kept
Wow.
taking it. And I was like, "You can't take," and then she took all the jalapenos too, all of them, which there was only 10, but she took them all. And I'm like, "Well, I need one." She's like, "Sorry, I got it first." And then you need like an Anaheim chili, and because I brought it up on on my Google what I needed, but Jesus,
Oh, well, I
I don't know if 1 pound of tomatillos is enough. If not, I can add some of my nasty sauce to it. It won't be so bad.
I ran into a wall and I hurt my hip.
Oh.
And the next day I want to go shop for food, and I took my Hoey with me, and there I am, said, "Oh, this thing, that thing," and thanking him at every turn and saying, "Thank you, hubby, for helping me." I thought we looked so cute because the guys that usually see me shop alone got to see how much I love my husband, and I was so grateful to him for doing all the work so I could just point and tell him, this whole shelf under here, every one of these boxes is only $2. So we got like motherfucking thing of peaches and jalapenos, and each of them were only $2 each, and he was just amazed.
Nice.
And it's within his biking distance, so you know he can go there and get it himself anytime he wants. I wanted to make sure he knew what a discount shelf. We were supposed to just be going out for tobacco and tubes, and my gas was down to a quarter tank, so he thought it needed filling, so we did that too. But I'm like, well, we're already out. Let's go to the Mediterranean store and the veggie store. Oh, and after we got through the Mediterranean store, apparently I left and the guy was like sad. Oh, $73. Wait, no. We got 2 big ass cans of. It's $9 each for the tomadas. Tomadas are rice and beef wrapped in a grape leaf. And that can is like, it feeds the whole family of 3, and it's like a big man and a teenager and me, okay? For at least a day for $9.
That's cool.
As he went down to my cupboard downstairs, he was very pleased that I have so many cans of. I know they're not really easy to deal with, but 5-pound cans of beans or beets or whatever, and a bunch of pasta. And I've been putting things down there, and there may not be the most pleasant things to eat, but they're food.
They make a turd, and you'll be fine.
Well,
that's what my dad always told me. It'll make a turd. Shut up. It'll make a turd.
Well,
like, I don't like this. They eat it. It'll make a turd.
Most of the food I have requires water except for those cans. Because the dried beans, they need a whole lot of water to cook them with.
Yeah, but water's still available for now.
Well, I live in Michigan, so yeah, water's most likely to be available.
Yeah, Michigan water. Yeah, you guys have problems about water.
Well, I'm not gonna go to Flint.
Yeah, but it's spreading out from there with all the fracking and everything.
Flint is still having problems with water. They haven't fixed it yet.
Yeah, I know, huh? That's crazy. Their water's still flammable. That's crazy. It's like that's going on 10 years. It's going on 10 years. That problem, we haven't fixed it yet. What the hell?
The problem is, for a brief period of time, they thought they would save money by getting water right near them instead of Detroit River way down there from the plants, and they corroded the pipes. And all those pipes are still corroded and still leaking the lead because of the corrosion from taking water out of the Flint River.
Yeah, and our whole country's water infrastructure runs on lead. Because if you look at lead lead is PL or PB, right? PB. And so that's like what. It's PB, so that's like it's ever since the Romans. It's lead is PB, and so plumbing, and that's what we did, and we put lead in it, and then it's like America is still running on half our pipes or have a bunch of lead in it. We're replacing it slowly. That's what the infrastructure bill would fix.
You'll see me drinking out of this plastic jug, but please remember, I just refilled it from my 4-gallon tank with the filters in it.
There you go. Yeah, you can do reverse osmosis.
It
reverse
takes
osmosis.
and
Get rainwater.
it takes the fluoride out of my water and most of the antibiotics too.
Well, they don't put antibiotics in your water, but there's always
Antibiotics
there's
are
always
in the water because people throw it down the toilet or piss it off, and then
yeah. Yeah, and people flush all kinds of stuff, uh, all kinds of stuff down there. They're pain pills, they're this, they're everybody. They're like, I don't want my grandson to get high on my medicine and it past the date. And so they're dumping like all kinds of stuff
still
down there.
hanging on to the one pill. It was
They have the same problem here in Kentucky. People dropping all their drugs down the toilet instead of properly disposing of it.
Yeah.
Best part of waking up is
Yep.
fluoride.
Then it goes down the sewer, it goes out into a pipe, it gets dissolved, then it goes out in the water. The water gets pumped into the river, and now you got all this stuff in the river water. Yeah, and then they wonder why they say don't eat the fish.
Exactly. I was like,
In California, it's all about mercury, but
Well, there's mercury and everything else. God knows what else in that water that goes down the drain.
No kidding.
You guys,
and now
do you remember
now at this
pushing
point,
mercury around with your finger in chemistry class?
And then lick it clean? Yeah. No.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. That's what you exactly.
Yeah, we did. What? I grew up 10 miles from the richest mine in the world. The richest mine in the world is the Almaden Quicksilver mine. And it was this mercury just pouring out of the ground, pouring out.
Oh shit.
And so they loaded up in wagons and they brought it up to the gold mines that were going on. That was before I was born. And then, wagons, they have a hard time up trails and they spilled half of it on the way up there. And then once they got it there, they just, put it in the water and got the gold out.
So I have to change it. Then the best part of waking up is mercury in your cup.
Mercury in my cup. Codeine in my cup.
But the
Who
fluoride's
knows
the
what
best.
Percocet in my cup. You don't know.
Nice! The best part of waking up is.
Oh my God. Almost
Stupid.
Oh man, I spent 2 years on Vicodin, and I've been Vicodin free for 20 years now, and I'm feeling so much better. And I'm so mad that every doctor is like, no, I can't get you any Vicodin anymore. I gotta cut your boobies off. And I'm like, nope.
Nice.
And I can't.
Come on up, LT. Come up.
Not today. He said not today.
I finally found one that gave me physical therapy and said, yeah, these muscles on your back.
There he is.
And it was me lifting tomato paste cans.
There you go. Welcome.
I figured they'd have them lift your booty. Why don't they have them lift your booty?
Everyone say hi to LT.
LT, man, what's up, brother?
Hello, Mr. Help for Fitness.
My brother.
LT, man, it's been a minute.
It has. LT
He
don't
was
like me
here the other day.
Nah, he just unlike me. He
Yeah.
avoids talking.
Remember,
to
he
me.
was at that
It really
25th
seriously-
anniversary dinner.
I know.
So that wasn't that long ago, just a couple days.
Something about FB in my legs or something. I don't. Wait, where did Mal go? Nope,
Up
there's
on
Mal.
top.
Who dropped?
I don't know. Somebody dropped.
Right today.
Oh,
Ginger.
right.
Where's
Right's dropped.
Ginger? Right's dropped.
Right drop.
Right.
Oh, that's
Ginger.
right. No, she didn't feel well. That's
Ginger
right.
dropped before.
Ginger's
Right.
laying in bed, listening. She's not on panel anymore, but she's watching and listening.
She's hearing every word you say. So be careful.
As I pray for her that she feels better, I get to pray in random directions. God will sort it all out. I can pray any way I want to, and I know it's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, praying doesn't hurt anybody. and it
Yeah.
keeps you busy for a long time. So that's great.
Oh my God.
What's up, LT?
Yes,
can't hear you,
LT.
LT, say hello, Stevie Mao. Hello, bud. Hello, KY. What's up, no
Hey.
name? Something like that.
Exactly. There's like 4 of us up here, so it's gonna be a little bit of a trick. You're gonna have to go, hi KY, take a breath, and move on to Mao.
Take another deep breath.
You're gonna have to sing my song, so that's gonna take like 2 breaths.
Exactly. He's speechless. He's up on the panel with the 4 of us. He doesn't know what to say.
What the fuck?
You guys have been here for my trials and tribulations with my dad, the vet.
Not by choice.
Yeah.
But anyway, go
I'm
ahead.
feeling so bad that I'm walking away. He doesn't listen. There's nothing I can do. I can't do nothing.
What?
Oh my god! If I
LT
told you
just
about
dropped.
my dad, if I told you about my dad, you'd be way happy with your dad. Your dad would be like an angel compared to what I've been
Well,
doing.
maybe, yeah, but I had been 12 years of no contact, and then he was in the ER and the ICU and all that shit. And then once he got back in his home, all of a sudden he was the lord of his own home. And
Yeah, that's my dad, Lord of the fucking Rings, Lord of his own home.
God gave me a minor knee injury where I just shouldn't have been on it for a day. And I went there anyways, and he didn't remember that at all, even though he had his hired servant to command.
Command, I love it.
Are you sure God gave you that? Which I agree, because God controls everything that happens.
God gave me a minor knee injury to let me know, and it's all better now. I needed
Did you
to
learn
do
a
was
lesson?
not walk for a day.
Did you learn a lesson about that? What lesson was God teaching you?
Run the fuck away. Get the fuck away from him right now.
There you go. There you go. I like that. Stay away and get away. Stay away.
And in my mind, I was trying to be God's servant and do a good thing, and I sat bedside and made this for him. Okay, this was supposed to be a tea cozy.
A what? Oh, okay.
It's a LSD
Cozy.
poster.
Tea cozies are about this size.
Hey, we need one of those that say V for Vets. Can you make one?
I
I'll
don't know.
sponsor
if I
it.
can
I'll buy
put
the
words
yarn.
in it.
I'll buy the
And
yarn.
the thing about this tea cozy is it was the sample thing my mother-in-law did. And I did not get along well with my mother-in-law, but when
Well,
she
you wear
got
it well.
clearing out the house, I got this thing.
Hmm.
And I've been using it over my teapot, and it works really well for keeping it warm.
Hmm. Bud needs one that says V for Vets.
Well, that'd be cool.
V for Vets one? That'd be awesome.
But I
Put
want
it
to
on the
take
wall
one.
as a backdrop.
Yeah, I want to take one of Stevie's designs though, and get to go to
Okay.
that place. Yeah, some of your nice designs,
I'll
dude.
make
And
more.
put them on.
I'll make
Put them on
more.
like the cuppies and shit. And then I want to.
Yeah,
What
I'll
I
make
need
more.
good because I need to get that design to put on the back of a card to print our V for Vet cards. And on the back have my email and the email and the phone number to get a hold for the people I want to do interviews with.
Oh,
Yeah.
please do
Nice.
not post things on the back of your car. The cops won't like you.
I don't care what cops like. LT, we couldn't hear a single word, not one.
Not one, but come back up and try it again, brother.
Yeah, get it up, dude.
Reboot, refresh. How long since you rebooted your computer?
Oh, I reboot my computer several times a day.
Have
dude.
you?
I was married and then I rebooted and refreshed, and I'm way
Oh, I was
better
gonna
off.
say you're married. Listen to this guy.
I rebooted and refreshed. No,
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
He used the battery.
I won't say anything after that. But yeah, everything's way
Oh, wait,
better.
no. That's Douglas Adams.
Because you know what? It's kind of like a something for your life, you know? Because like, yeah, your computer needs that, but your life needs it too, you know? You need a
Yeah,
reboot and a refresh.
you do.
You do.
You know, that's that
Trying.
7-year itch. You know what I'm saying? There's your reboot.
Well, yeah.
Ooh, I've been
Start your
past
phone every week. Restart your phone every week, but your life, yeah, wait till it gets shitty and then you do it.
There it is.
Wait
When
till
you
it's
reach
bad
rock
and then
bottom and have no
reboot,
choice.
refresh a couple times, and next thing you know, you're in Southeast Asia and having the best time of your life.
Yeah, or you're sitting on a bed with a knitted
Or so, yeah,
blanket,
or
something like that. You know, oops.
it
I
could go
don't
lots of
knit,
different.
I
It could go
hook.
lots of
I'm a
different ways.
hooker, not a knitter.
What's that
Or you got
about you
some,
being a knitter?
or you
No,
got
not
some
a
acid
knitter, I'm a
blanket on
hooker.
you.
See my hook?
You're a hooker, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's another profession. I mean,
Tree hugger.
tree hugger.
Knit,
What the?
Oh, what a hooker.
What the?
knit one, pearl two, right?
Hugger.
Pearl
Hugger.
two.
No, I
Tree
don't know how to
hugger.
do
What the?
knitting. I'm a hooker up. It's really simple.
This is
And the
ridiculous.
beauty is, if a few stitches get pulled out, you're not all fucked up like the entire row for knitting.
Yeah. If I lose 2 stitches, I'm
This
lost.
is my hook.
This is my hook. I can't show you.
Oh
Well, it doesn't
Jesus!
really
No,
hook.
enough. Doesn't really hook.
It doesn't really hook. It's kind of, yeah. Bill Clinton's like went to the right and kind of hooked, but mine doesn't. Mine's just like all for business.
Awesome.
Oh
So happy. All
my
right, I will.
goodness, you
Right
fellas
back.
haven't even experienced
Right back.
I mean, working in meat packing plants in the very early 90s, working in automotive plants. Oh man, there's no wonder they involuntarily separated me after 25 years with no bad performance reviews before the Me Too movement happened. Because, but I never would have done that. If I wanted to do that, I would
The Me Too movement was about women being sexually, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, sexually exploited in their workplaces and stuff, and I don't know how that affected you.
Okay. Well,
Unless you said Me Too, but
as an engineer in the early 90s, the guys went away for work meetings, but they went to a strip club, and I declined because
I was there with them.
I already worked in that strip club, and I didn't want to be revealed. Okay.
You didn't want to go with the men to the strip club because they knew you there?
No, because the girls would know me and would.
That's what I said.
To the guys I was working with. Fuck that noise.
They'd be like, "No name, welcome back," and you're like, "No, I'm here as a professional now. I'm here as an engineer now," and they're like, "What? Get up here on stage. Get on that pole. Get on that pole, girl. We know what you can do. Flop those around. Do your thing."
My God. And back then, I guess it was the 80s, I was actually working at a strip club, and my gig was, I was Wild Thing. So
Wild Thing, that's your name.
Or my legs, and various waitresses.
You went up there all natural, huh?
And $5 to shave because the guy wanted that.
Wow. Went up there all natural. all hairy and let him.
And I'm not
Wow.
taking that strange razor either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of speechless, except for Bud. Bud should say something. But yeah, I wouldn't have somebody shave me because what if they go sideways and cut me with it? Who knows where that razor's been?
No, I don't know where that razor was before she was
Yeah.
trying to offer it to me. It was a dirty razor.
Yeah, who knows? Was it sanitary? How dare you shave my armpits and my legs and my arms and my back if you don't know where that was?
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
half Greek. I'm half Greek, so most of the boys I loved as a kid were really, really hairy. And especially the men I looked up to. Oh, especially that man. Oh, a couple of them. One was named Manny, and the other was named Connie.
Hmm.
Yes, a man named Connie for Constantino. That was perfectly normal then.
Sure. And for me, perfectly normal now is like Southeast Asian girls without a hair on their whole body. I mean, they do on their head and in certain places they got stuff, but there's none on their back. There's none on their arms. There's none on their legs. There's none of that. That's super sexy.
I'm
But that's
mid
just me.
so I'm going hairless. That's natural. I
That's
still
good.
have hair in some places.
But
Okay.
yeah,
And I'm not
on
like
your
a
head
big
and
fur
in other
thing.
places. Yeah. Hair's not a bad thing. Because, like, we all have dogs, and dogs are fun to pet, and they're all soft and hairy, and I don't know.
I am
All depends on the dog.
I am
Depends on the
unreasonably
dog. I thought you
afraid
were
of
sleeping,
dogs.
Taylor.
No.
I
Just
am
listening.
I am
Yeah.
unreasonably afraid of dogs, but I am resigned that if I move off to a rural area, I'm gonna need a dog to take care of me.
Oh, sure. And a big dog, not a
At
little
least the
sissy dog.
medium. At least
Well,
the medium dog.
Oh, not a little,
little
yeah.
sissy dogs will alert you to stuff. Little
They won't
dogs have like the
yeah.
best ears ever, and they're the yippiest little, you know. If I go out to my truck out front and like get something out of there, if it's like nighttime, my dog's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," like screaming at me, thinking, "Who's that out there fucking around in the yard?" You know, which is good. But big dogs, you can let them out and they'll be like, they'll scare someone away. My little dog won't scare someone away, but it's just like a little alarm, you know. It's like a car alarm. I don't know. It's like
Am I
a little.
allowed to talk about a different YouTuber?
Yeah, please do.
Poor dirt farmer. He goes
Yeah.
walking around in the woods and he's got that big dog or several of them in front of him. And, you know, those things
Yeah.
would go yip, yip, yip and tell him to run away, and they'd be running away if anything bad happened, right?
Well, as long as it's his woods.
Burglar alarm.
Yeah, as long as there's not a bear or something. One dog would be all right. If there's a pack of dogs, you know, they could take on a bear. But one bear and one dog. And it's like my dog is little, so it would only take like one coyote to take out my dog, or one hawk, or one owl to take my dog. My dog's only 8 pounds, so an average hawk around here, a red-tailed hawk, could fly off with 8 pounds.
And be one dead hawk.
Yeah, if I was around.
Serious. Around?
Yeah.
I don't let an
If I was-
8-pound dog by itself. I don't let my dog by herself. I see wherever she goes, everything she does.
Yeah,
A hawk came
I got
after my dog.
flashlight.
I'd
We
be
go out
having
for a pee at
bird
night.
food.
I got my flashlight.
That'd
I
be
In the
do,
daytime?
I do not ever let my cats out of the house. But they
Thank
hunt
you.
all all the time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your neighbors, thank you. All of us respectable pet owners, thank you.
All the
Everybody
trolls.
with the sandbox.
Cats should
Thank
not
you.
be walking around outside. They are disgusting. They're the only other species that kills for fun. No, that's why I find dead birds. They destroy your gardens. They just rip everything up. No, keep them in your house. Take care of your own pet. You don't want the pet? Don't get the fucking pet.
If I keep them in my house, they kill everything, every mouse, everything, and they eat them too, so I never see it.
Awesome. Even more reasons to keep them in your
Perfect.
house.
Perfect.
My
That's perfect.
you know, and
Perfect,
I'm not an asshole. I don't. My neighbor went out and got that stuff that causes cats agonizing grief when they come in contact with it. I would not do that. No, what I would do is go over with a bat and beat the owner up. Not blaming the cat for the neglectful owner. Yeah, but I like KY. What KY did, that was the best.
Most of the reason not let your cats out is because the teenage humans are evil and will torture them.
You shit in my yard, tear up my garden.
My cat lived outside, and my
Teenagers
cat
will-
lived outside, and then I stopped feeding it because it got so fat, and then it just kept getting fatter and fatter and fatter because they ate all the other cat foods in the neighborhood.
Oh, jeez.
And he had that all figured out, but he'd still hang out and he'd still come back. And I'd come home from work and he'd come running out of the bushes. He's my buddy. But go in and eat? And he's like, no, I don't want to go inside. There's nothing in there for me.
Jeez. Cat's got his own business going.
He's got wife and kids in there, and that's fucking nasty. Like that.
I feel so bad every time the cats got out. I mean, things like these cats are so smart. They know how to push the window screen aside so they can get out.
Just
And then,
Yep, Ginger
so
does
we
the
go
same
out with a
thing.
paper clip, and we make it stop so they can't do it again after we figure it out. After we pull them out from under my truck. Ugh.
My buddy worked at a plumbing shop, right? He's a plumber, and he worked at this place, and then it's like, oh, some cat had kittens, and then like 6 of them had run out and got hit by cars, and there's one hiding in the bush, and he's like, I ain't getting out of the bush. And I'm like, that's the one I want. I want that one, so I don't have to get a shovel out and clean them off the yard, clean them off the street. You know, that's the one I want. The smart one that's gonna fucking hide. And it was a great cat. I had him for like 14 years. He was good.
I don't know. I think I've had at least a half a dozen cats by now. I was up to 4 cats at one time in my home.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no. The cousin said she was taking her 2 to the kill shelter, so I picked her 2 up, and I already had 2. But, you know, they aged out now. I've only got her 2. And then she wanted them back, and I wouldn't do it.
Nope, don't work that way. We got a call from the veterinarian place 2 years after we had taken the dogs. The owners had finally got themselves straightened out, and they wanted to know if there was any way they could get the dog back. No.
Like, no.
That's not even a no.
Well,
Not if they abused. Not if they did any abuse.
No, if they'd have lost him, if
Or
it had been a
neglect.
lost animal or something, yeah, fine, I understand.
Yeah.
But you
people,
got rid of the
people
dog.
are so guilty of abuse as they are of neglect. And once they're guilty of neglect, and you get that animal and treat it right and don't neglect, then they don't get it back. They don't get it back.
I'm sorry. I think this was abuse. My husband.
There's abuse and there's neglect.
That white cat was getting kicked by the boy.
Oh, fuck that.
And there ain't no way you should ever be kicking a cat.
Nope, no animal. Fucking piece
Or
of shit.
anything.
Why a joke? I'd never put the
Shouldn't be
hand on
kicking
a
at
fucking
anything.
cat.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
even be kicking bricks over, or are you gonna get your ass kicked?
Different than me nudging them.
But you can kick rocks.
Right?
You kick rocks. But not my rocks. If you start kicking my rocks, then I'll be like, hey, stop kicking my rocks, man.
Got your rocks here.
I don't see how you would ever kick our car. the white cat you've seen? Her name is Carmelo. They named her Carmelo after the candy, and I guess they don't understand gender because that's a female cat, and they named her Carmelo. I
Well,
call her
Carmelo,
or Carist.
you
Well,
can
you're
say
not
Carmela.
not
That'd be
very
good.
woke. I'm not very woke, are you?
But
Do you know me at all?
God
What are you
damn it.
calling me? Whoa.
Stop it,
You
bud.
might as well call me
My
bro.
beard's gonna come out of my nose.
Dude, I gotta shave this god forsaken fucking.
Yeah, you do. You're not getting paid this time. You gotta do it on your own.
Oh hell no! That's why it's not getting cut. I'm too fucking lazy. I didn't cut it last time. It took someone doing that. That's why I said it needs to be cut. It's just I'm not gonna cut it. And wait for what I got to do is like go to a
Hey,
barber.
what are you talking about cutting? Am I gonna cut my
Well,
hair?
we can do a
No,
do a
we
thing.
cannot. No, we cannot. That would be ridiculous, dude.
We did it last time.
My
No, it's
hair.
me and pepperoni, right? I think it was me and pepperoni last time.
I don't know. That was hilarious though, and you got me to get off my dead lazy ass and cut it. I couldn't believe I did that.
And as soon as you cut it, I'm like, dude, grow your beard.
Oh, the damn thing!
At least a little bit, dude. You look like
Will you please back up the train? What did he cut?
Little
his
Jimmy.
beard. He cut his
Oh,
beard.
okay.
But then he looked like Fidel. All of a sudden, he looked like Fidel Castro, and I'm like, okay, you need a little bit of beard.
Oh, look at this little bit. You need a little bit. Little bit of loving. Little bit of loving.
You need a little bit of scruff there, like those guys do, like those 19-year-old guys that act all sexy to have a little.
Dude, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Look at me. Hey,
Yeah. Oh, you're making my stomach hurt. I'm laughing too much. Okay, stop laughing. Stop cracking me up.
dude, I
I
can't
just
believe
want
I
to grab
spent.
some scissors and trim off my split ends again. Who needs
Oh.
a hairstylist?
I do.
They'll fuck me up anyways.
Let me tell you about my story. I went into this place. It was a barbershop, and it was I went in with my roommate. We were gonna try to go to an old-fashioned barbershop to get cut. Well, guys in there didn't like us, but I went up first. My roommate actually got up and walked out and left me there while this guy. Because what he did was I was asked him to shave my beard off. He put the razor in the back of my head and went straight up, cut a line right down the center of my on top of my head.
Yeah, do that
You're
to
like,
me.
no, I said
See what
beard,
I
not my
say.
hair.
He knew damn well what I said. That's why my roommate got up and left. Because I'm just gonna say it. They were African American and they did not like us in there one fucking bit in their neighborhood. And he shaved my hair off because of it, even though I told him the beard.
Yeah.
Of course,
Wait,
needless to
you
say,
were a
Close, it was both on the head.
customer. You were
He didn't-
doing commerce and giving him money.
right. And what he did was after it was done, he just laughed and said, "You can go." Yeah, I went
He said
too.
no charge. Get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah,
he told me to.
Him and his buddies
did
would have
you call
kicked
the
my
cops?
ever loving ass, so I left.
Did you call the cops? I would have called the cops.
Yeah, not me, dude. I didn't need that shit.
And then his wife, see if I was that guy, then his wife would call me and be like, I want a kitchen remodel. And I'd be like, okay. I'd show up there. All right.
Oh, my wife
No
liked
problem.
it. She thought it was funny. She adored it. She was, I like it. Not too bad. My wife didn't like techno.
And I'd
She
be like, oh,
heavy
yeah,
metal, none of that shit.
I'd be like half. Dude, I'll turn the kitchen halfway out and be like, okay, yeah, I think I'm done about now. You guys deal with the rest for now.
So I just don't go get my hair cut
You
anymore.
find somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my brother, it's like his wife cuts. Like she was a hairstylist down in Hollywood, right? She lived in Hollywood, and she cut like the stars' hair, right? And so they're like, but then now she moved up to Sacramento, but she still gets like these huge clients, and like Gavin Newsom's wife, which I don't even know what her name is, but she cuts her hair once a month
That's her name.
for like for like huge dollars. And then like she just has like she doesn't have that many clients. I don't know. She has 100 clients at $400 per cut and style and everything. And then yeah, and then like my dad's like, what? $200 per haircut? Like, no, it's $400 per haircut. But not it's a haircut and style and set them all up and get pictures taken. Okay, why?
I muted him. So now he can just snore himself off. Because you know he's not sleeping.
No, he just does that.
He does that, I know. But he
He's
used to,
really
for it
wanting to
started out, I think he tried
Yeah.
to throw his kid under
I've
the
had a
bus.
bunch of customers in the chair snore with it.
I'm looking at No Name and I'm making the snoring noise.
As soon as you go, as soon as like my customers in the chair, as soon as he's snoring, we're like, he's asleep. He's like, what? No, I'm not. Not asleep. I just make that sound.
Oh my God, my hairdresser is always so angry with me.
Why?
At one point I let my 11-year-old bleach and dye my hair red, and she totally burned it.
Your hair kind of looks
Yeah,
kind of.
he cut it off some, and I grew it out. And
Your hair
then
kind of looks kind of fried right now.
I don't know how many months without combing it, and went in and asked him to fix it. And there he is, ripping all my hair out. And there's this black lady that said she
Wait. Pause. So you went how many months without combing your hair?
many, many months.
Without even combing it. So it was like knotted and
Well,
stuff.
and
And
then
then
it had,
you went in there and
Bleach burn, she was afraid you were going to pull it all out.
well, that and she didn't want the bird to get chased away. Oh, I'm just kidding.
and then she tried to comb it out and
Oh
was
my
tearing
God.
it out.
He was an accomplished person for doing drag queen shows, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Was his name Fiaro or something?
Well, he had the
Figuero.
bright red hair and the earring, and
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
okay,
And the
but
nipple
no, it's
nipple
a
tattoo.
hairdresser. It's a hairdresser, okay?
Uh-huh.
But there's that black lady in the chair going, oh my God, she's got such beautiful hair. Why didn't she take care of it? And I'm like, well, I didn't fucking care.
What is...
And he's ripping it all out and saying, well, come back in a few months and we'll cut it off again and it'll be okay.
There you go.
Isn't it okay now? Although I should cut it again. You know, this COVID shit and the contact tracing, I'm afraid to even go get a haircut.
Why?
How the fuck does that work?
Let me ask you a question. How did you live
Because
before?
hair cutters put like nanobots in your hair when they're cutting it. Is that what it is?
Well,
Come
they
on.
might. Who knows?
Nanobites,
No.
Stevie, seriously?
Nanobots.
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 Yeah,
Nanobots.
really, dude. They're running through your hair.
I don't know.
Wesley
If they can put it in a drip of water, they can put it in your hair.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, who would? The amount of money that it would cost to do something like that, an idiot hairdresser would be the one you'd worry about.
No, you just
That's
put
why
it
when
in
you just
Coca-Cola.
use a can of Bot Be Gone and
Bots be gone.
Bots be
There
gone,
it is.
yeah.
Bots be gone.
You could, for the
By the
men,
way-
you just put it in Budweiser beer, and for the women, you just put it in Coca-Cola or
Oh, then
Dr.
I'm
Pepper.
safe.
Everybody would have it.
I'm safe.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water too. I'm
Hey,
down
vodka.
to.
I am drinking the filtered water and my Sky vodka. And oh my God, if I used a mixer like Coke or Pepsi, oh, that would be way worse. I get way hungover from a single can of cola. I
Nice.
can't drink that shit.
Yeah, mixing a can of Coke with like
I can't mix
Uh,
Coke with anything.
2 liters of vodka. Yeah,
It comes out quicker than it
yeah,
goes
but
down.
I'm surprised you don't put ice in it. No name. I'd put ice in it.
Yeah, ice
Everything I
always.
drink has to be cold. It has to be cold.
Yes,
If it's a
has to be
beer,
cold.
if it's an ice water,
Well,
it has
that's
to be
too
cold. If
cold.
it's water.
Exactly. It has to be cold.
Yeah,
I
everything has
love
to be
ice.
cold
Has to be
that I
cold as
drink.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, everything I drink
Well,
has to
you
be
guys forget, I'm in Michigan. My room is already cold, hence the lap blanket.
Well, good. Well, it's only for drinking. We're not saying for living. I mean, like you want your food hot. You don't want it cold, right? I mean,
Yeah, I want my
I
food
make
hot and my
food hot. I like drinks cold, but uh, everything in the house is already cold. I mean, come on, 70 degrees is good.
no, but
In
I
the
want cold,
region, it's
cold.
only 40 degrees, and we're
cold.
talking Fahrenheit, not Celsius
Yeah.
for you guys on the other side of the pond.
Because my room right now is 60 degrees, and my drink is 34 degrees. And if I'm gonna drink water, if my water is like room temperature, I won't drink it.
If
I
your
put ice in
drink
it.
is 34 degrees Fahrenheit, that means it's frozen solid. I think you missed a digit somewhere.
No, 32 is freezing. I said 34, just above it.
Yeah, just above freezing. Yeah, just above
My ice
freezing.
is 0 degrees, and the water is, when I put it in there, is probably 65, and then it finds its way down to like 34. Or there's a mix, or I don't know what it is, but okay, it might be 40 Fahrenheit.
And you must
is like-
follow the units. You must follow the units. I said Celsius, and you lost me there because you're still thinking Fahrenheit. You must
I can
follow
talk.
the
I can
units.
talk Celsius. I can talk
But-
Celsius. So Celsius, my ice is 10. My ice is near 0 Celsius, or 10 degrees below 0 Celsius, and my water is probably Celsius wise is probably 14, 15 when I get it out of the faucet. But when I put the ice in it, and by the time I drink it, I'm probably 2 degrees Celsius, which is 34, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Oh, well, there you go. Now that's it. You must follow the units. Am I able to prove to you that 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 5?
Yeah, we've done this. Yeah,
Okay.
I know that one. And yeah.
How about if you do it? Do you remember?
I don't really remember it.
You must follow the units. If we are doing volume, 2 cups of rocks, 2 cups of sand, 2 cups of water, shake it, and you get 5 cups of volume. Because cups is volume, it's not mass.
Right. Well, I was only talking about temperature and water and ice and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's the same.
I do agree with you. I do
Follow
agree
the
with you.
unit.
That's the, we all learn that
No, most people don't even understand units.
Yeah, we learned that in like
Unit is this thing.
Physics 101. We learned that one. Rice and sand and water. And
Did I break Bud? I hope you understand.
We understand.
we do it. And you know what, Nonay? We love you. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here with us, and I like you a lot.
I know I'm ridiculous. I hope I am like the fool, the comic relief.
What? You are ridiculous on in some points, but on other points,
Stevie Mao.
you're right on track, and you're right there. So
Heard of
that
the
like-
you're not like some crazy drunk spewing bullshit. No,
I
you're right
am.
there.
I am a crazy drunk spewing
Well,
bullshit.
you're a
You
little
don't
bit
have to
crazy
do
drunk,
any of
but
it. It doesn't need
but-
to affect you at all.
But when you talk stuff and talk numbers, you're right on. So I can't argue at all with it. You're right there.
Stevie Mao. And there you from, bro?
The bird,
There's
bird,
my
the
phone.
bird is the word. The
My
bird, the
kid.
bird, the bird is the word. I'm sorry, they keep saying "mau mau mau," and that's part of Mark the Bird Fidrich song, right?
You keep going to
The
Fidrich.
bird, the bird, the bird is the word.
That's what I say.
Guys were
That's
there.
what I say.
Mow, 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 mow.
No.
That was part of it.
But you want to go about another 15?
Sounds
Wait,
good.
Can you name the guy that sang that? The mau mau mau.
The Mao 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 Mao
It's
Mao.
Bud.
Mao.
Bud
Bud.
sang it.
Thank you.
The birds
Bud
from
sang it.
England.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the word. I think he was in America.
Stevie Mao.
Fucking furry. Always yelling at me. That was the first time he got my name right. After that, it was Stevie Mayo. That was the first time he said Stevie Mao.
Who?
Furry.
Ah.
Well, it was furry Mao for a long time, and then all of a sudden it changed to Mayo somehow. I don't know how it
We're
happened.
still 420 friendly, right?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
you could.
Sorry.
There you go. There you go. Man, my kid's having a hard time, but yeah, it's what he does. He inherited 100,000. Well, not 100,000. He inherited $96,000 a year ago. It's like fucking cool. There you go, brother. There's your what you want to do right there. And what did he do? He just fucking drank it all and ordered bullshit on Amazon, and fucking a year it's gone. Everything.
Oh God, you
gone.
said that. He had 100,000, right?
He had $100,000. Well, he had
Holy-
96,000 bucks.
Still, God Almighty.
And just
I would
blew
have
the
had a
whole fucking
place.
thing on.
I would have bought a place, to live. Like down payment on make it maybe something like that shit. Just saying.
Yeah, on the he just spent it on the stupidest shit. Stupidest shit. Like 55-gallon drums of lye showing up. And I'm like, no, dude, no. You can't have 55 gallons of lye fucking being here. You can't do that. Fucking send it back, do something. And then just stupid shit. Just the stupidest shit. And then every meal he has to get it delivered. And he orders a $15 meal and it's $15 delivery. So every meal he had was $30. That's $100 a day, And then he lived here free. I didn't charge him shit for rent. I didn't charge him nothing, but oh my God, he went through $100,000 like so fast. 8 months. And it's fucking gone. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? What the fuck's your plan? You should be spending it on school. You should be, if you're gonna live in a van down by the river, at least fucking get a nice van.
Yeah.
Or something.
Something you're going to be comfortable in.
Do something, buy a car, buy something.
My daddy, I kept seeing all the money going and going and going, and he thinks he's so rich.
Buy us something, and then he was like, just shut the fuck up, to the whole family. He's like, shut the fuck up. When my money's gone, I'm gonna kill myself. Well, the money ran out. He's not gonna kill himself. And we didn't want him to. We were just trying to help him. It's like there's so many things you could do with that money. $100,000.
Oh
You know
God,
who gets
yes.
that? You know who gets that? Like nobody. And here you go. You got $100,000. And then what are you gonna do? You're gonna piss it all off. You're just gonna order fucking. Yeah, he's got to drink fucking $85 bottles of vodka and I don't know, it was like stupid shit. Stupid fucking shit. Stupid shit. And I didn't tell him a stupid shit. I'm just telling him fucking. be careful because your money's gonna run out. And then what? He was like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself then. I'm just gonna commit suicide. And I'm like, well, that's one way to go, I guess.
So one way to go. There it is.
I can't commit
That's one way to
suicide,
go,
guys.
but you got a huge opportunity here where you can invest it. You could buy a car and invest some, or you could buy a duplex and start. You could put half down on one at least and have low payments and have a job and buy it and all this stuff, right? But yeah, now his money ran out, and then now he's like,
I love that. His
"Oh."
ringtone, Stevie Mao.
He got down to $5,000, and he bought a little Hyundai fucking, I don't know what it is, little Hyundai, some kind of car, and then now he's like living in his car, and then
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
and
I'm
with
driving my
$5,000,
old truck into
but
the
he
ground.
does have a pretty good job. It's not a high paying job, but he gets like 80 hours a week, and so half of it's overtime, so he's making pretty good money doing something. Well, he's working at a old home care facility. And I don't mean to bore you, KY, but he's working at like an old folks home care facility. He's making
I'm
the
just biding
meal.
my time. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes.
Shit.
Waiting for 8 o'clock.
Hurry up.
we probably bored Ginger. She probably fell asleep.
No, remember she said she had to go. She wasn't feeling well.
No, she said she was gonna lay in bed and watch.
God damn.
Damn, dude, who the fuck is texting you, dude? Go answer the call.
It's Eric.
Ooh.
He's just texting me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to do, and nobody has answers, but I'm definitely lost. And I'm
That's
not
me doing that Long Beach. I'm snoring.
To look forward at.
Look at this.
And even now, I'm just breaking down and crying at work for basically no reason, which as a man is obviously pathetic and embarrassing. It's like, yeah.
Taking on the top that looks
Imagine if
really.
you had $100,000, how you'd be. Remember that?
So
Like
sad that
a year ago, remember? You had $100,000?
from my dad, and I couldn't, and he didn't listen at all, and I had to walk away. And now I've been crying in my bed for a week. I think I get to get over it soon, right?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
do
you gotta get over it.
listen at all.
get
I
over
kept
it.
telling him, no, don't lock that door. He insisted it was locked. He took the keys to bed with him, and then all his caregivers are locked out as I walked away, and they're like, oh, come back. I let him in. I'm like, well, he took the keys to bed with him.
But what do you do if your son gets $100,000 and won't listen to you at all and just blowing it as fast as he can? And you're like, hey, man, you should do something good with that. There's school, there's housing. You could just save it. Everyone's trying to tell him, just fucking save it. You're living here free, dude. What do you spend? $200 a month on food if you fucking go to the grocery store? Yeah, otherwise he's $300 a week buying it delivered, It's like, no, just go to the grocery store and you're a cook and fucking cook it. Save your money, just save it. Save it. And he's like, fuck you, fuck all you, fuck all you. I'll do whatever I want. And he was buying all this shit. And
pretty soon it's gone.
And the money's gone. And now he's like, poor me, poor me, poor me. It's like, well, imagine that. Imagine if we would have warned you. Imagine if we would have given you a heads up about that, which we did. Everybody did. The whole family, everybody did. And it was like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't have fucking a nickel. It's like, well, there's a reason you don't have a nickel.
Because you didn't pay any mind to what your elders told you.
Yeah. Stevie Mao. So
Damn,
now I don't know what to do. Now I don't know what to tell him. It's like kind of like I told him, you know what? I'll buy you a van and I'll fucking put solar on it and I'll fix it up and put a microwave and something and you can live the van life. I'll spend 20 grand on that. But what's he gonna do with it? He's gonna fucking drive it in the river or fucking sell it, or I don't know what he's gonna do. Because I don't really think he's desperate yet. And I don't know. I really
Yes,
don't know.
John, he is.
I really don't know what to do. I completely 100% don't know what to do. I could help him. I could help him some, I could buy him a van and fix it up, and I'm an electrician, I'm a contractor. I could make a fucking cool ass fucking van to live in.
Oh
But
my God. Who is
Yeah,
that?
if you mounted 4 solar
got a-
panels, depending on the size of the van, a full-size van, you could probably get 4 solar panels on the roof and
yeah, and he
get
could have a microwave and a fucking
4 or 5
toilet.
batteries in a battery compartment, and
Yeah,
so they can store the
inverter,
charge
yeah.
and inverter,
Yeah. So I was gonna do that for him, but he had enough money to do that 5 times over, and he fucking
Exactly.
blew it. So at this point, I really don't know.
I'm hoping you will be inviting to give a moment for Mr. No Name to say something.
Hey, Mr. No Name, what's up, brother?
What's happening?
Say hi.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
How's it going? I'm off camera because I'm ugly. I'm gonna split again in a second, though.
Me too, and Bud too.
No,
That's
look
why
at
we
this.
show our
and Bud,
avatars.
too.
We're ugly.
Don't want to do that to you guys, No one needs.
I know.
He is not ugly. He is very beautiful.
No one needs.
We have to sleep after this, so that's why we don't show our faces.
Okay, well, you can't fuck him.
Nah, I'm not gonna fuck him. I was just saying.
At least buy me dinner.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I like Mr. No Name.
Yeah, you gotta at least buy me dinner
He's
first.
okay in my book. If he had a YouTube channel, I'd be subbed.
I got a can of beans and some Vienna sausage in the. I don't have a 5-pound can of beans. All I got is a 1-pound can of beans.
You gotta go to that special aisle in Walmart to get the 5-pound can of beans.
All right, you guys. Good seeing you. Good hearing you.
All right,
All right, brother.
later.
Yep, he
Thanks, man.
fled already. He fled.
He was thinking about that 5-pound can of beans.
5 beans.
Hey, No Name.
Now I think you guys are so hot he has to go whack off in his room.
Oh, okay.
Hey, No Name. Can I ask you a personal question?
Oh, well, you can ask him. May not answer.
Okay. Is he gonna get some tonight?
Oh, wait, no, we're way too old for that.
What?
What are you talking about?
57. I'm like 57.
If he ever wanted any, he could have it. Okay, my legs are wide open for him at any time. But we're both too old to actually care.
Really? Wow.
Well, have you experienced menopause?
I've
Well,
avoided that.
I'm a man. I don't really know what that means, but I'm not sure. But
You
I
all-
could still.
The reason
I could
they
still
invented
stack 'em up and go all night.
KY jelly.
So I really don't know.
Well, and KY Packer fan, that's why I'm so pissed at your name. I am allergic to KY jelly and anything with non-oxynol 9 in it.
And I'm allergic to the Packers.
Coconut oil. Or
Especially after they beat them Niners.
non-oxynol 9 thing.
Yeah, I'm more allergic to the Niners than the Packers.
Yeah.
And I would
But
rather
if I
wait
had to do the
by a
Niners, I'd want some KY.
lubricated.
Sorry, no name. What'd you say? What were you saying?
I said I would rather wait until I am naturally lubricated.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No. All right.
That's
Yeah.
enough.
yeah.
Enough,
Change the
enough,
subject.
enough.
That's the guy's job is to like.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
all right,
serious,
all
dude.
right.
Enough,
You little
really.
Danny.
Let's
We're
end the
like-
show
we're
on
like
that
chickens,
note.
man.
Yeah, let's end the
Chickens,
show
man.
on that
They're
note.
hard.
Wait a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's 3 hours now, so we're gonna end it. Like to thank everyone that came in, of course. D. Johns, it's good to see
Oh,
you.
I scared the hell out of
Special,
me.
I didn't see you, John.
you
I
know,
can't see John.
shout out to Bill Admin for his great
Pussy
work.
bitch.
Long Beach Audits, good to have you in here.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. And like I said, we're working on our watch hours. So anyone that wants to go in and I'll make up a playlist and just run it through to help us out would be great. Other than that, y'all be safe and take care. And KY, anything else?
Yeah, we're working on trying to get out again, but again, it's complicated.
Yeah.
So stay safe.
Are
Be
we gonna hang
well.
out? Are we gonna hang out for a minute? Or no?
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
we can hang out. We can hang out. Bell, if you want to come up. D, anybody else want to come up for a minute?
Yeah. I just got to go make my kitty food here in a minute, or my doggy's food.
Well, that's what I said. We're just going to hang out for a minute. 'Cause
Right. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much again. KY, you want to say your final thoughts before we go? I go.
Yep, there's a link in the bottom. Stay safe. Be well, everyone.
All right.
See you next time. KY out.
But out.